And then the old prince comes by and is like, "Ooh, what are you guys up to?" Playing secretary, and they're like, "Oh my god, like we're literally in the middle of something."
No, you don't even know what we're doing over here.
He's about to say the wet nurse joke for the third time.
Hey everyone. Hi.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Limousine the podcast.
Limousine the podcast. Wow.
By the way,
it's been a minute.
Since we've come face to face with the public,
Right.
not on Patreon, behind the paywall,
right.
with our public.
Our public, yep. Our massive public, which grows daily, grows weekly.
No, hourly even.
By the minute, perhaps.
The numbers just keep ticking up. Who doesn't want to read Russian literature right now?
That's what I'm saying. Thank you to everybody who's been waiting for this installment patiently.
Genuinely,
Hopefully
actually, so many people have messaged us. Thank you so much. And
we didn't forget about you.
No.
But,
we've been thinking of you every minute.
Every single day. Yeah. We had good reasons for being absent. Trust and believe.
So let's talk about those. Heather.
Yeah.
I'd love to ask you the question that it's been so long since I've asked you.
Damn, what's on your mind, Leah Abrams?
What happened in your magical week as a writer?
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that as much, but let me think. Okay, yeah. So
let me just think about it for a second.
Yeah, got it.
And I have thoughts.
Yeah, I got something. So I wrote, please clap.
No, exactly. Like, really, really proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's important.
Thank you.
It's important to do that.
Thank you.
And many are not.
A lot are not. Some are not.
Many don't have it. Many don't have the sauce that would allow them to do that.
Oftentimes, I don't have the sauce. But sometimes, when the sauce reemerges, you've got to get
your pot out, okay? Yeah, you've got to, sort of squeeze it into a receptacle.
The sauce, cook the sauce, and
taste it.
Eat the sauce. Yeah, exactly. And then, and then use that to
I want to
more
ask
sauce.
you like the dreaded questions that I'm not allowed to ask, the follow-ups that are like, oh, like what was it and how much? But like, then I'd have to go to jail.
I'd have to put you in jail. Yeah. Don't make me make another meme about putting you in prison. We're trying to lower the prison population.
No, I'm serious. Mass incarceration. It's gone too far.
Well, and you got to stop contributing.
Too far is actually crazy. Like, it shouldn't go anywhere.
It's kind of built in massive.
Yeah, it's like
the excess is built in.
Too far is certainly implied by mass. Incarceration shouldn't happen in the first place. So
sure.
Anyway.
Sure, I say that. Speak on it. I wrote a little bit. I'm still working on a project that I am, I don't know, by turns excited by, also not excited by. And then, but I don't know, just the fact that I'm thinking about it feels important. And I was recently asked to do a podcast, which is cool.
Yay!
Wow. For Libby, the audio.
Stop! Oh my God, Heather! Of course,
we love that.
Wow. Okay, pod swap. Yeah. What is that called? Promo swap.
Oh my God, people! You know that I will be mentioning
feed swap.
One of my 3 jobs, which is hosting this podcast. Don't worry. Also, randomly, I saw shout out to our incredible photographer Max, who also works for Page Break, which is, quarter in the Page Break jar.
Come on.
She was like, "Oh, we
only
did
a quarter now."
Oh, were we doing $1 before?
$1. Yeah, the rates have gone down. In this recession.
Not in this economy. Yeah, no,
you're right. You're right.
The big R.
Let's say quarter.
No, not today. Yeah. But she was like, oh yeah, we did like a little like social media content where we did like a call for like book recommendations. I don't know if there was like a specific prompt, but she said somebody recommended my book, and I was like, that sounds like a friend of the
Oh,
pod.
yes. Yeah,
Or not.
wait.
But yeah,
That's your week
shout
as a
out.
writer. That's so beautiful.
Yeah. Wait, I thought I didn't have anything, and then I remembered. But that's my week. And
Wow.
yeah.
Bad Witches Takeover.
Oh wait, Leah,
Forever
I have a
and always.
question.
What is it?
Wait, what happened in your week as a writer?
What's that?
Got him.
No, you really? Why did you snake eyes me?
You got you.
You know when you're like playing dodgeball or four squares? Oh my god!
You can't see what we're doing. We're being.
Oh my
annoying.
god! Yeah, but those on YouTube, you can see the face we made.
Mhm.
Wow! Oh my god! You got me. I was like, is there a problem with my audio, my Wi-Fi? Nope. Just the classic question. She keeps me on my toes. Okay. So my week as a writer, a few things happened. One is I got my press pass for the New York Film Festival. So
say that.
I'm so excited. I've never why did I do jazz hands for those who can't
I support it though.
For some reason I did like a little dance with that that I kind of regret, but anyway, I am excited about it, and I've never gotten press accreditation for this festival before, so it feels like kind of cool to get to go to all these movies and like get to write about them, hopefully. So if you have recommendations for where I should pitch my dispatch, let me know. I have a couple of ideas, but I'm gonna hopefully find a good home for it.
Will you get to see Hamnet?
Is Hamnet gonna be there? I don't think so, but it looks so good.
People are gagging over Hamnet.
People are gagging for Hamnet.
No, the streets are talking.
I don't think Hamnet is there, and I don't think Bujonia is there either, which I'm so sad about. I know.
Sorry. Shake it off.
I'm a stone.
Ooh, that reminded me of something I've consumed that I get to say.
Wow, okay, I can't wait to hear what it is. But no, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna be in my movie bag. If you'll be there as well, let me know. But the bigger thing that is happening for me is like the book stuff continues to chug along. Very exciting. Much like a train. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We were talking about this amongst ourselves a few weeks ago, but something I did not know about writing a book is that if you sell it, you fill out this portal on a website that is literally from the year 2006.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The portal is a really, and you say like, oh, this is my bio, this is like a description of the book, and try to give them some information. And one of the items in the portal is you need a photo. Basically, this is what I'm building up to. And Heather just made me think, like, what is your author photo? I could go open your book and check, but do you remember what it is? And do you have any advice for me as I enter this photo taking experience?
I have a lot to say here. First, I want to discuss the portal. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I luckily was blessed to never have to go into the portal. I was given a Word document where I fill out all of these things that you kind of were like, damn, can't you just figure that out by reading my book? You're like, you fill out all of this stuff, and I never even thought about a portal, whatever. But then near sort of like the end of my edits, I changed one of the characters' names that I had known I was going to change for a very long time. But like for my ease, I was like, I'm going to change it at the end. And when I sent that to my editor, he was like, damn, this is a lot of work for us because now we have to change it in the portal. And I was like, wait, what? No. And then, but like what you've described is exactly.
We need to speak on this. Like we need to tell the people what's happening.
But what you've described is exactly what I imagined, because I was like, this must be such a horrible piece of technology for this to be difficult for you. Like the whole time I was thinking like, oh, this is like easy for them. They'll be able to control F, like whatever, like this will save everybody a bunch of trouble. And he was like, damn, we have to go back into our system and change. And I was like, system? And I was
System. No,
like, I was
and
like, well, get to work.
They mean system, because like maybe I should check my privilege here. I'm operating from a Mac right now. I'm sitting here with my Mac
privilege.
OS. And I'm used to kind of that sleek design that makes you feel that it's like at least 2018 or so. Yeah, skinny privilege. Pretty privilege. When I opened this portal and I saw what we were operating under, I said, wow, this is how you know it's hard times in publishing. Gone are the days.
Wrong.
It's not just the 3 martini lunches that they can't afford.
No, it's the software updates. We are in the trenches. If a character name change, the fact that it's easy for me to do, Control F takes me 10 seconds. It's hard for you to do. That's a bit scary.
No, exactly. I'm like, save.
Huh.
Save. Uh-oh. Really hope that goes through. Really hope it went through. And this is all love and gratitude to the publisher. Gratitude to my beautiful editor. It's her birthday today.
Shout out
to Sophia if you're listening. But yeah, that portal was a harbinger of the economic times that we're in.
Yeah. We're in quarter in the jar times. Like we are.
But anyway, it brings me to the photo, which I'm like, what do I do for that?
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. I feel like any photo can be an author photo. And that's what we need to really be talking about. Okay? As a culture, let's speak on that. You don't have to spend a bunch of money to get somebody could just take a picture of you on their iPhone probably, and it would be good with like some good lighting. My author photo is a photo that I cropped from, say it with me, the second limousine.
Yes!
Taken by
I thought
JT.
It was. Shout out to JT. We love you.
And I was like, I can grayscale this if I want and make it and it looks good in grayscale. It looks good in color. And that's my picture.
Is yours grayscale in the book?
Mm-hmm. It's grayscale in the book.
Do you think that's like the classy thing?
Well, certainly the cheaper thing. I like it. I like a grayscale situation.
I was looking at like inspo photos. I was like, okay, let me go look up what's the Joan Didion author photo or what? Like, let me look around and see what the legends have done before us. Of course, they're all in grayscale due to the technology of the time.
Right. Right.
But that is somehow convinced me that mine needs to also be in grayscale or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Some writers have really chaotic, truly any picture can be an author photo. And I think as long as you feel like it represents you and you stand on it.
God, who's the one who it's him eating ice cream?
Is it so David funny. Foster Wallace?
No. It's oh my god, I wish I could find it. I think it's Thomas Bernhard. I'll include it as a link or something. But yeah, everyone, I wish I came prepped with that. Anyway, that's what happened in my week as a writer. Sorry for the hate on the portal. Again, very grateful, but we just gotta tell it like it is.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of in college, the college portals where I'd be like, damn, you live like this?
No, exactly.
Random, I was not Columbia University in the city of New York. I was like, you couldn't update okay.
With all that endowment,
you
that's kind of my question always. I'm like,
so it's okay, so then the tuition of it all.
Squarespace now.
I was like, so my tuition.
So where's that going to? Is that gonna even make it through?
So we're not gonna straight to the
Yeah.
Straight to the bank. Okay, straight to the investment. Okay, got it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. I got it.
Okay, Heather, I want to ask so we can get to the amazing
Yeah.
episode we have coming up. What
Yes,
did you
yes.
consume this week?
Gosh, in the past few weeks, I've consumed quite a few things. I reread some Junot Diaz. I read Stephanie's new book.
Wait, guess whose hold is ready at the library for This
What's
Is How
it
You
for?
Lose
This is
Her.
how you lose her. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a special secret something we're working on.
Say that.
Okay.
I can't find my copy anywhere, and it's pissing me off. It's
Well, if I
signed.
read it fast enough, it's all yours.
Sure. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thanks,
Uh-huh.
girl.
Mhm.
And I finished Olive Again, which I started like a few months back when I was like, I need a little break from Anna K because it was making my writing weird. I didn't like it as much as the first one, but that's okay. And yeah, and then I just started Lost in the City by Edward P. Jones. Exciting.
This is new to me.
It's basically like he was inspired by Dubliners. By James Joyce. Where he was like, oh, I love this idea of like a bunch of different characters in the same city and how it like paints a city. So kind of on theme for like the kind of stuff that I'm trying to read right now. So I'll let you know how I feel about that. I saw Sorry Baby, which was an interesting film.
Say more.
It was very like, I enjoyed it, and I like enjoyed the message of it. Like I enjoyed the closing lines where it's, can I spoil?
Yeah. I think so.
It's not really-
I mean, sorry
yeah.
everyone. Sorry,
I'm
baby.
spoiling. It's just kind of like these two girls who are best friends. One of them is like assaulted by her professor, like sexually assaulted. And it's not like the worst assault you've ever heard of. Not to say that it's not bad, but like, I mean, I think she's also kind of like thinking about and dealing with that. The fact that it's not like if you had to like draw up an assault that would follow you for the rest of your life, this is not what you would draw. And yet the assault that she has is like bothering her and, you know, is hard for her to
Following
get past.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, it's following her. Like she's like dealing with it. Anyway, she like gets to the end, her best friend has a baby, and she kind of is just like, I'm sorry you have to live. Like, I'm sorry that you've been like dumped into this situation where you just have to like figure it out. It's not always going to feel good. Like, you're not necessarily going to win the whole thing. Like, it's going to be really hard to be alive, and I'm sorry to this baby. It's basically when she says, I know, someone was like really bawling in the theater. It is sad, and it's like, I mean, it's sometimes how I feel about like having kids. I'm like, damn, is that even fair?
No, literally, it's like
To
that's
just
not
like
their
drop
choice.
them in it. Like they didn't want that.
They didn't
and
ask for that.
No, and I thought it was interesting because it's not like she had this catastrophic life where she like grew up poor and she was on the streets and she was like abused, and then she like every time she tries to do something she gets knocked down. And like she had a pretty good life. She had this assault. She's like trying to move past it, and she's still like, this is like a very hard thing to do. And I like thought that was interesting. I liked it. I thought a lot of the two best friends felt very, I'm curious when it was written because it feels very like 2010s, like Abby and Alana, like kind of like
we're
quirked up
smoking
dialogue.
weed and
And
yeah.
like we're having this weird dialogue, and we're having this weird dialogue to people who are like outside of our relationship. So it's like bending like reality in a weird way. But beyond that, I liked it.
Okay, I want to see it still. I feel like I'm late on it.
It's like I think it's a fun watch for sure. Sorry, not to call that girl's trauma fun. But Leah.
Super fun watch. Meanwhile,
Sorry
it's
to
like the
that girl.
saddest monologue I've ever heard at the end about how hard it is to be alive.
Yeah.
Woo! Celebrate good times. Come on. Do.
Yeah. Oh my God, Leah, I thought of one other thing I wanted to talk about. Maybe we'll talk about it on the Patreon.
Tell me.
Oh, Leah, I watched Couples Therapy. Did you know that this diva is a Zionist, Dr. Orna?
I did. I read her Guardian
thing in the Guardian. Holy moly.
That changed things for me.
That really was like tough to read because she's like not even she's pretty like she says some pretty fucked up stuff in that conversation.
Fucked
Some
up
really
stuff
fucked
to
up
a
stuff.
former patient, question mark. Not that it would be okay in any scenario, but the fact that this is your patient,
Oh.
I'm concerned. Oh, I'm concerned.
Oh, I mean, the thing that's really interesting to me is like it reminds me of like the Alice Munro stuff where like I'm reading this conversation that she's having with her old patient Christine, and I'm like, if anybody else spoke like this, you would puncture this language immediately. Like she says something to Christine that's so horrible. That's like Christine tells the story of like her grandma getting like kicked out of her house, like getting driven out of her home and like coming back and finding that there's like a white European Jewish woman living there. And like she's like crying on the stairs because she is like, can you please just let me into my house? I want to see it. And then they get to a part later in the conversation where like Dr. Orna, of course, she's talking about like understanding and like us understanding each other and coming to a place where we can see each other's humanity. And she says something like, but I would want you to understand, like, we need to get to a point where I can say, I'm sorry that I had to damage your life in order to create this safe space for us. And I'm like, had to? Like, if somebody said that in therapy, she would immediately jump on the words had to.
Right. She would be like, tell me about that. What do you mean by that?
No,
like,
she would be like, had to? And in fact, in Christine's first session, when Christine comes in, she says, we need to become polyamorous or whatever. We need to be. And she goes, need to?
Need to?
Like, who's making, like, the question is, who is making you do this? And the answer is not Christine's people. And she, like, cannot, I'm just like, whoa. I mean, it's an interesting read just to understand, like, the psyche of, like, a Zionist who thinks of themselves as, like, a liberal person in, like, every other aspect.
This, yeah, the read was very like challenging because it was so recognizable.
It was so hard to read.
It's hard to read because like that is the type of, yeah, I mean, not to go into this whole aside, which will make this episode so long, but it definitely is the mindset that I grew up with, around, and was indoctrinated into, which is like, you know, you're a peaceful, loving person, you see the humanity in all people, and you hate that this bad thing had to happen, but it was a necessary evil in order to like establish this kind of safety, and like that's what we all are after, isn't it? Like it's like this like cognitive dissonance that is like you really cannot see it until you're like it's punctured for you, and then you start to see everything differently. You're just like, I had to, like, really?
The had to just, I was like,
yeah.
And it's interesting also because if you were to look at her Instagram, for example, you would think that she's more pro-Palestine than she actually is when she gets like the full stage to speak her mind. And
I will say, maybe, like, not to give her any benefit of the doubt, but I do think this was early-ish.
Yeah. Well, so it was 2024, which could have been, it was in 2024, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, girl.
But things also still could have changed for her. I'm just bringing it up to say it was a, like, really difficult and fascinating read, if anybody.
We will link out to it. And yeah, if people have watched Couples Therapy, it's a fascinating show. I love watching it, but that certainly changed my watch. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What have you consumed?
Oh my God. Well, I don't have quite as long a list to share right now. For some reason, there are only two things coming to mind. And those are one truly filthy thing that, like, I feel weird to even recommend to everyone, but you know what? Here I will. Here I go. I was feeling kind of like in a rut about something I was working on, and I just like wanted to, I don't know, like I just wanted to get back into like what I thought would energize me creatively. So I said, who's my trusty guy that I can always go to? You know him, you love him, Philip Roth. I listened to the audiobook of Sabbath Theater, read by John Turturro, the incredible actor from Severance. Everyone's seen him. He plays the gay guy in Severance, who's no, oh, you haven't even watched Severance. Okay, never mind. But you know him from other things. I just don't know what. Anyway, this is the most disgusting. It is maybe the most like nasty sex scenes that I have ever.
Oh.
The sex is like it is like I would be walking around with this in my headphones in public and be like blushing because I was like, I can't believe, and not in a way of like her quivering entrance or something. It's like they're saying it's not like that.
I hate
not,
you for saying.
Sorry, but that's like the romantic.
No. You're,
Let me say,
his, like,
if you're used to that level of smut, like you're gonna be demolished by this book. Like it's really shocking what he's saying.
Boop, 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 boop. I'm calling Jamie. Jamie, we've got something for you.
Jamie, we've got the book for you. Jamie, but girl, yeah, I was scandalized.
Wow. Is it because sorry.
No,
I just want to know. Just want to drill down on this.
Yeah.
So, is it because they're doing disgusting sex acts, or it's just like the sex is so detailed, or like the way he describes it is gross?
It's mostly that it's so detailed and like it's like this old man kind of thing. It's like a dirty old man basically, and like there are a few acts where he's like he pees on his old lover's grave or like that kind of thing. But it's like the peeing that's like doesn't bother me. It's more just like. We're getting the play by play. Like,
right.
I'm like blushing thinking about it. I'm like, oh my god. I know. I kind of need you to listen to it just so you can like know what
why listen though? I feel like I feel like listening would make it worse than just reading it.
But then I was addicted to that. I was like, well, it has to be this way. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I do understand that. Like
now that I've heard John Turturro reading it.
Yeah. You can't consume it another way.
No.
Interesting. Did it get you out of your rut?
It did. Yeah, it definitely shook. It shook something loose for me.
It shook the table.
Yeah, that most certainly shook the table. Then the thing that I just finished today that I really just loved and can't believe I didn't read it sooner is I read the Berlin Stories by Christopher Isherwood, and it was so good. Like, yeah, it's about like partying and like frivolous affairs and like friends hanging out and whatever as Hitler rises to power, and not to do the most like resistance lib analogy ever, but
come on, queen.
It's feeling like them's the times vibes, like I just found so much of the writing very like true to now, so I would recommend.
Wow. Does it follow like the same cast of characters, or no, it just all takes place in Berlin?
The narrator is kind of the same like autofiction guy, but there's one long novella at the beginning called Mr. Norris Changes Trains, and that's all this one character who's basically like a communist for a while to get like some money and attention, and then he like basically becomes a Nazi to get money and attention, and he's just like constantly it's like about
many such cases,
exactly, like people with the ideological switch up. Ooh, which we have been discussing offline. Anyone can DM us if they'd like.
Reach out.
We have things to say. But and then the second half is all like just like little kind of short stories about different characters that he's hung around, including Sally Bowles, who's like the inspiration for Cabaret. So,
wow.
If you love the musical, you'll love the book.
Say that. Okay.
And that's what I read.
Incredible. Well, I think it's time.
It's time to get to the long-awaited part 4.
Let's get to it.
Of Anna Karenina.
Yeah, I mean, what is there to say? We have Emma Kwarteng on, legend.
Our dear friend.
Our gal.
She's so funny.
I was like listening back to the episode today and I was like, this is really funny. We're just like having a laugh.
We're having a key about our friends. Like, that is really how it feels.
Yeah, our friends Kitty and Levin, and you guys obviously are bullying our friend Levin. I'm standing up for him because that's what I do. I stand up for the oppressed. And
please. The oppressed landowning class. Yeah.
Anyway, here's the pod.
Okay. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, everyone.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back to Limousine.
The podcast. Limo Karenina, truly.
Wow. And we made it to part 4.
Wow. We're halfway there.
What a section.
Crazy section.
Lots of things happening.
There's despair. There's deception.
Oh my gosh.
Lots of that.
There's
Treachery.
politicking.
There's politicking.
Oh my
There's
goodness.
communication via letters.
Oh my god.
But not like
my
actual
God.
letters, like alphabet letters.
No. Oh my god.
There's
Oh my
telepathy.
God. No,
Telepathy.
There's literally telepathy.
Women's rights.
Oh my god. Or nay, obligations. You know?
And say that and stand on that. Speak on that.
Wow.
Who do we have this week with us, Leah?
We have a beyond fabulous guest.
Special guest.
If you haven't heard our episode of Limousine, sorry, but pause this episode and go listen to that right now.
Yeah, lock in and educate yourself.
So you
Okay,
can learn
it's really
about
good.
the amazing Emma Kwarteng. But today we have to ask you a question that we've started every episode of the Limo Karenina podcast book club with. What is your exposure to Anna Karenina? When did you read it for the first time?
Oh my gosh, it's actually so funny. So I read it for the first time last year in a book club. So yes, so Marissa Meltzer, she'll do this like every couple of months or every quarter or something. So she writes for the New York Times, and she's also written Glossy about Glossier, and then she has a new book coming out later this year. This is not a plug for her, but not sponsored. But about Jane Birkin. But anyways, she's
doing that book.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't wait.
But she had a book club in January last year, and I was like, wow, January is a great time to read a big Russian book because no one wants to go outside. So like we would read a couple parts every week and discuss it each week.
Wow. That is a speed read of this book.
Yeah.
Listeners, you're welcome.
Yeah, like we're giving you time to read your
we've
homework.
been very generous with the syllabus here.
And honestly, I feel like it gives us an opportunity to like get into the details.
No.
Right.
Like we're getting
Dive into the weeds.
Yeah, we're getting
we're
in
not
there.
we're not skimming here. No, this is serious business. Right. Well,
Wow.
Emma, why did you pick part 4 that you wanted to
Oh
come
my
on
gosh.
for?
Okay, so I think part 4 is like probably one of the most interesting sections just in terms of everything that happens, like the sheer amount of plot in here. But also I just love like when like Tolstoy as a writer, he like incorporates politics into the everyday. He does such a good job at getting inside the character's head, and everyone's voice feels different. Like everyone just feels so, it just feels so specific to them. I don't know. I also thought that the Kitty and Levin like tracing the letters on the table thing was the most insane thing that I've ever read.
It's crazy.
I was like, this is crazy.
No, it's crazy. It's like something that you would write in like high school.
Yes.
Being like, oh, I'm going to write a romantic story. But it hits.
Yes.
Like he's able to give us like the darkest of dark, and then this like fairy tale like.
And I'm like,
whatever.
yeah,
And
I
I'm
think
like,
this is corny. Yes, but I'm like, oh, I'm glad they're together, even though I think Levin is annoying.
Thank you. Okay, and we're gonna get into that too.
Yeah.
And can I tell you something?
He's annoying in this too.
No, he stays annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He never stops.
And I love him for living in his truth.
Giving his wife the diary and be like, read this.
Stop. Can I say, in
Or
the
fiance.
biography that I listened to, not only is this how Tolstoy proposed to his wife,
Stop.
Are you
this is
serious?
also how he told her he wasn't a virgin. He gave her his journals.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, he's crazy.
Also,
He's crazy.
Why
He's
can't
crazy.
you just say it in person?
No.
He's cute. He's embarrassed.
Oh my god.
It's a different time.
He's
Yeah.
ashamed. He's certainly
He's so
ashamed.
ashamed.
He's very repressed in every way.
Yes. Oh,
That's a major one.
I love him.
He's like, I don't.
Well, we'll get there.
No comment.
Damn, I can't even love one thing one time.
Yeah, no. Well, we support you. We love you having
No, I'm just kidding. I will ride for Levin, but I get it. Yeah, he's tough. He's tough.
He's like the
I mean,
rich
he
guy trying to be like, I get what the peasants. Like, you know what I mean?
Say that. No, we
He's
know.
He's
Yeah.
like, no, like I just like want the simple life.
Yes.
Like I'm just like, ugh, I just like
I can't.
I'm yeah.
And
Well,
every
so-
boy loves that scene. And like whenever I read it, my brain glazes over.
Wait, which scene?
Like the one where he's like with the peasants and like using the scythe and like cutting the grass.
Yeah,
yeah, every boy,
Yeah, boys love that.
No.
So yeah,
No.
no, that didn't do
Well,
anything
go
for
listen
me.
to
That
part
section.
3. Go
No,
listen to
I
part
skipped
3.
over it.
It's so funny because we had the most like boy of all boys.
No, we really
he was like, I
did.
want part 3.
He literally
That makes sense.
No,
Like-
Adlin was like, I'm claiming part 3, and we were like, you had no competition.
Yeah.
It's just that's all you. That's
No,
all you
they
came.
all love it.
We can proudly give that
Yeah,
to you.
that's yours.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Love.
We don't start with Levin. We actually start in a very cold and depressing household.
Memories made in the coldest winter.
Wow. It's the Karenin's household, and things are not going well after our last segment with Vronsky and Anna.
Yeah. If you remember, where we left off was basically that Alexei was like, yeah, I'm not getting a divorce. We're gonna act like this never happened, and I never want to see Vronsky in my home. And you should be grateful for this because
And that's the one rule.
he just
That's
had
it.
one.
You can like fuck around, do whatever you want.
But do not bring him in my house.
And he's also
Understandable.
like, be grateful for this because if we divorce, then you're a fallen woman. All of this stuff, like, just accept, like, you can have your man and your side man and keep your standing
And your son.
and your son.
Who you love,
Who you love.
apparently.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
What does she do? Immediately break the will.
She's like, I need to see you. Come over.
Well, and so what's happening now? We get this like aside where Vronsky is entertaining this prince.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do
yes.
we think about this section? So
It's like he's looking. Well, I think there's a sentence where, oh yes, he was looking in the mirror. So it's
Yeah.
like at the, but what made the prince especially burdensome was that Vronsky could not help seeing himself in him, and what he saw in that mirror was not flattering to his vanity.
Yeah, he expresses like a little bit of disgust with the prince who like is living the life that he formerly lived, but he also realizes that he's seeing himself. So I guess, I don't know, disgust with a former self. Does anybody think he's a little jealous?
I do.
Oh really?
I had that feeling.
Did you think that?
I
Yeah.
was like,
Oh.
he's like, you know, talking about. First of all, I think there was a dick joke here. Can I say? Did anyone else feel this way?
There are dicks everywhere for Leahs with eyes to see. So, yeah.
Well, okay. Well, tell me I'm crazy, but Tolstoy says that the prince, who is like loves gymnastics and takes good care of his body, has attained such strength, despite the intemperance with which he gave himself up to pleasure, that he was as fresh as a big green waxy Dutch cucumber. I'm like, what?
Sure.
His whole body is a Dutch cucumber. Like something about it.
Sure,
You know what I mean? It's,
sure.
like, feels very like.
Phallic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
certainly.
I picked up on that.
What
When
is-
you said it.
I guess, I don't know. I guess in that way he could represent a certain kind of masculinity that Vronsky has lost by being captivated by a beautiful woman.
Exactly.
Lack of freedom.
Yeah. And remember in the last section, he did have like that slight wobble where for a second he was like, should I go after my ambition? And his like, that guy, his like former colleague or whatever, his erstwhile enemy was being like, oh, he was being like, marriage is not good for a man.
Yeah, he's
Or
like,
no, he was
go-
saying marriage is the only way, but like being like passionate and pursuing someone, that's going to fuck you up.
No,
Like,
exactly.
You can't
Go,
have that.
you know, get married, but then you
So
can
you
just
can't have
pursue
it all.
yours.
No, he's
Love versus
no,
career.
men can. Yep.
Men-
And sometimes you have to choose.
Yeah.
Men must pick one,
You know?
famously. Yeah, so they're like having this crazy week, and Vronsky's like, ew, I don't like what I see. Like, he's stupid, self-confident, healthy, and clean, and nothing more than that. Like, those sound pretty good.
Yeah, I'm like,
Like,
yeah,
nothing wrong
sounds
with-
great to me.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I'd like to meet the prince, actually. Want to know what that's about.
But he's wobbling.
He's having a wobble. Yeah, he is. And then, so he gets home from hosting the prince, and Anna has sent him a really dramatic missive.
She's like, I must see you.
Gotta see you.
And so he comes over because she tells him in her note, she's like, my husband will not be home.
Yeah, from this time to this time. But then he takes a nap and wakes up late, which I could really relate to. And he's like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And
Gets
he,
his ass over there.
yeah.
And as soon as he opens the door,
Girl.
he runs straight into her husband.
Oh my
The one
goodness.
rule.
It was just the one.
I
Yeah.
hate to see it. Who wasn't supposed to be home, but of course he was.
Well, because he got the timing wrong. 'Cause he
Yeah.
just said, nah.
No, it was
So-
a horrible situation. And of course, she's pissed.
Yeah.
She's so mad that he's late.
She's like, I've been waiting for you. I've been suffering for an hour, maybe two.
And she's like, we can't go on like this. Like, she's like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to
girl, after you called him to your side.
me. She sure did. Yeah.
But
And he lies to her also. He doesn't mention the nap, which fair.
Yeah,
Who
I
am
mean,
I?
it is kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
I
He's like,
understand. I'd be embarrassed
Yeah.
too.
yeah. He's like, I've been so busy taking care of the prince. What does Anna think of him taking care of the prince?
Well, she's been hearing rumors. She's jealous as hell, basically. She hates that.
Yeah.
She's like, you were partying with your friends. I'm stuck here.
Talking to other bitches.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She's literally like, was Therese there?
No, literally, she's like, oh, so you were entertaining Therese.
And he's like, and then he mentions that we saw an ice skater, and she's like, so you loved the ice skater?
Oh, exactly.
Tough times. And she's like, I know you're having an amazing time. And he's like, no, not really, actually. I was kind of like grossed out by it.
No,
and like, whatever.
I
And she's
had
like,
these
okay.
reflections on it, and she's like, no, you're nasty.
Yeah, she's like, you love it.
Your Athenian night. I loved that.
Tough. Yeah.
But this is actually, like, that level of jealousy is causing him disgust.
Yes. Which classic.
Her anxious attachment is
say
pushing
that.
away.
So, exactly.
Say that.
What do we think what is he, avoidant? No.
I think he's normal.
Yeah, he's secure.
Secure.
He's giving secure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
And that actually is like probably like the main word I would use to describe his personality.
Yeah.
Or like one of the main words I would say from the beginning is that he's very secure. Like
Yeah.
he's like, doo-doo-doo.
No, exactly.
I'm handsome. I'm better than everyone. I have this
Yes.
moral code that's like, might not make sense to you, but I know it.
Right.
Like he's like really...
I fall asleep as soon as my head hits the pillow. I'm not anxious.
Sorry.
I'm chill.
We need to talk about this in this section because one of my favorite things about Tolstoy is that it's clear that he thinks that if you don't have insomnia, you are an idiot.
He's like, that's so true.
He's like, you are a dumbass if you can fall asleep when you're
With all
tired.
the things that are going on in the
No,
world.
You're telling me you're not kept up at night by the thoughts pervading your
No,
mind?
literally White Lotus core.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Um,
There's a sad line here to me where he compares her to a faded flower that he's already plucked.
I don't like that.
Vronsky, stop.
Yeah.
He's like
Vronsky.
He's like, she's put on weight and she's so jealous. I'm like, she's pregnant with your child.
Yeah,
First of
literally.
all. First of all.
Put on weight is crazy.
Crazy.
What?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what's crazy about their relationship, or I will say one of the things that makes this book feel so contemporary are the dynamics of this
Yes,
relationship. Like, why are
yes.
they so easy to graft onto contemporary
my
times?
God.
It's so crazy.
It is wild. It's really wild.
Yeah.
She had
like,
broadened
she would
out.
definitely ask him for his location.
No, exactly.
today.
Exactly.
100%.
Or she would share it from his phone without telling him and then be like, I saw you
Yes.
were here.
Yes.
I saw you were here. Yeah. Even the metaphor of the flower,
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, obviously Tolstoy is not the first to do that, but like,
No.
it's like,
It hits,
ooh,
yeah.
ooh, I heard
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It hits.
Yeah.
And I heard it in health class. you
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
heard that's what would happen to a
Right.
woman.
Yeah,
Give
wait.
herself up.
I'll just read the section where he says this because it's so crazy. He's talking about how far away he feels from like when he first met Anna. Then he had considered himself unhappy, but happiness was ahead of him, while now he felt that the best happiness was already behind. She was not at all as he had seen her in the beginning. Both morally and physically, she had changed for the worse. She had broadened out, and her face, when she spoke of the actress, was distorted by a spiteful expression. He looked at her as a man looks at a faded flower he has plucked, in which he can barely recognize the beauty that made him pluck and destroy it. That originally made him pluck and destroy it.
And he
But-
felt no love for her.
And yet, despite that, he felt that when his love was stronger, he might have torn that love from his heart had he strongly wished to do so. But now, when it seemed to him, as it did at that moment, that he felt no love for her, he knew that his bond with her could not be broken. But why do you feel like they're more attached than ever?
Well, I was gonna say because now like everyone knows about them. Like it's so
Yeah.
public. Like
Yeah.
they're kind of. I mean, Vronsky less so, but there's like a kind of like judgment from society that they're both dealing with that I feel like bonds them.
Don't you think? For some reason, when I read this, like I felt like he feels like he's feeling like a different kind of love now. Like I read it not as like he feels actually obligated to be with her, but that he feels like a different, stronger kind of love.
So it's not like the honeymoon stage. Like the honeymoon stage is over.
Right, exactly. But he's feeling like he's so concerned about her well-being, even though she's being horrible. He's like, I'm not even attracted to you anymore, but I still care about you. And I feel like he's like that. He's like, that's profound.
Yeah.
No. Oh my god.
Tough.
Crazy.
Wow. That's so sad. That's almost worse. Do you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
like, I wish he felt no love
Yeah.
for her. I wish I
is,
feel
yeah.
like I feel nothing for you. But
I mean,
like,
it's what he says. So.
yeah, well, and he does.
Yeah.
They've even named her.
I was gonna say,
jealousy.
did anybody else underline that?
The demon. They've named the jealousy the demon, and that also
I love
feels
that.
like modern day.
Yes.
The way you're like, you have cute little inside jokes or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's like you have to kind of like talk about this in the third person. And of course then he's like, I ran into your husband, and she's like,
In his house.
yeah, in his house. And I'm
Likely for
Like-
sure.
no, exactly.
Yeah, and then I think both of them are feeling really tormented by the situation. Like, when Vronsky first comes to the house, he's like, this is so fucked up. He was like, if we could just duel, like, this would be
we could just
over and
fight.
done with.
Just let me duel.
Just let me
duel
fight.
this
Just
man.
let me kill this man. But they can't have that, so they're upset about that. And then Anna says, don't worry, I'm going to die soon.
Yes.
Don't worry, it's all gonna be over soon. I feel at peace about it
Yes.
because I'm gonna die.
I'm going to die.
She's like, chill, chill, chill. And he's like, well, we all are eventually, right?
and that's why he falls asleep so easily. Do you know what I mean? Like that.
He's like, well, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
We
he's like,
all
it's like,
are.
yeah.
So no.
Anyways.
You're not immortal. No, that's so funny.
Yeah.
No, yeah. She's like, I had this dream. I dreamed that I ran into my bedroom, that I had to get something there to find something, and there was something standing in the bedroom in the corner. And it was a music with a disheveled beard, small and frightening, and he bent over a sack, rummaged in it with his hands. And basically this is like, and then he starts saying, the music, that she'll die in childbirth. You'll die in childbirth, dear, in childbirth. And then she wakes up. Anyone else have a dream like that ever?
I mean, I have some crazy dreams. Not like that, though.
I mean, Vronsky's like, Loki, I had the same one.
He's like, that's nothing.
He's like, I just had a dream about his skinny music. Weird. Yeah, I guess that one's kind of straightforward and easy to interpret.
That was like, you don't even have to do that much dream analysis.
No,
It's like,
yeah.
Freud is not there.
No.
It's just pretty much
No.
what happens. I mean, what do we think? Is Tolstoy trying to express like her guilt in some way, or is that like coming through, or is it really just straight up like this is what she thinks is gonna happen?
I think it could be a mix of both. Yeah, I don't know. I get really crazy dreams that end up happening, so I'm not gonna like judge Anna because I've been there.
I'm
And you know what? Say that.
Yeah.
Stand up
Sometimes
for
you
her.
just get a vibe. You know?
No, I'm
Yes.
crying. Yeah,
No,
sometimes
sometimes you wake
do
up
just
and you're
catch a
like,
vibe.
I'm gonna die.
Nah, well,
Well, not that one. Yeah.
No,
Or like,
would.
this is gonna happen.
Yes.
And then it happens.
I will say I definitely get those, but they're like anxiety dreams usually, and they don't often happen. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna be like naked for the test or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like not
Right.
have pants on. All my teeth are gonna fall out.
Yeah.
Um.
I had a dream that my friend's boyfriend broke up with her, and he did. And now we're not friends anymore. I'll show you guys. Oh, I don't have my phone.
Well, like I texted her. You're an Etsy witch.
No, exactly.
Well, I texted her about the dream, and that was the last I ever heard from her. You guys, it's a powerful thing.
Dreams can be powerful.
Yes.
That's kind of the theme of this section. She never texted you again?
No, I was like, are you and so-and-so still together? I had a dream about you guys. And she goes, oh, LOL, what was the dream about? And then I told her, and I never heard from her again. But I was like, maybe it's meant to be. Anyways.
Well, Queen, if you're listening, we hope that you're healed. And I'm sorry about the breakup.
Sorry that had happened.
Wow. Well, so Anna feels strongly that both new life is stirring inside of her, and also that she's about to die. And so she actually feels not that stressed about the situation at hand.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I'm going to die soon, and it's not going to be my fault.
Yeah. Wait, now that you say that, I feel like I wonder if, like, believing that she's going to die is, like, a little bit of, like, an escape valve for her. Like, she's having, like, a suicidal ideation, basically.
Yeah.
She's like, this is my way out. And she's like, oh, it's going to happen. Don't worry about it. Rather than thinking I have to kill myself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Later in the section, it's like, she's low-key disappointed.
Yes.
But it doesn't.
She's not the only one.
No, I can't wait to get there because that is crazy.
Crazy work.
Okay, well,
yeah.
So then we go to bumbling her husband, who literally, like, Alexei Alexandrovich.
Bumbling her husband is crazy.
I just can't. Oh my god. Yeah, and he's like super pissed for sure because she broke the one rule, you know, and he did come over and he gets her papers.
Yes. He's like, where's your lover's letters?
Yeah.
And he opens the desk and she closes it and it's like, it's not in there.
She's
and
like,
that's
what
how
letters?
he knows.
That's how
it's
he
in
knows.
there.
Yeah.
Our girl isn't slick at
No,
all.
she's really not slick.
No.
It's
No.
so obvious the whole time.
Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, and he's basically like, so as we know, last chapter he was all about not having a divorce so that he can just like keep his standing, not be in any drama. Also has the bonus of punishing his wife, etc. But now he's like, well, I made a threat about Vronsky being in the house. Now I have to follow through, and he doesn't want to. Yeah, he's like, damn.
He's like, fuck, you really left me no other
Right.
options.
Yeah.
He's like, you're nasty, you're base. He's like, these animal passions that you have are disgusting me. First of all, what a sad man. But yeah.
She
And
just
then
wants some romance.
no, our girl just wanted to live.
And do you know what? Someone describes her perfectly later in this book that she's not someone who plays with her emotions. She's serious about it.
No,
Yes.
she's dead
They're not
serious.
light for her.
No.
They're serious.
Yeah, and then he's like, we need to get divorced. And I'm gonna move Seryozha to my sister's place, and I'm gonna talk to a lawyer. And she's like, you need Seryozha to hurt me. You don't love him. And he's like, yeah, I don't. I literally don't. I have lost all.
He's like,
reference.
facts.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, wow. Oh
Yeah.
God.
So yeah, he's on his way to get a divorce.
And then he talks to the lawyer.
Oh yeah, this is where he goes to the lawyer. Oh my gosh, yeah.
The lawyer who's so excited to see him.
No, literally,
like,
the
there's,
lawyer's
like,
like,
the-
I've been waiting for
Yes.
this. So
Well, there's like the
hurt.
longest line to like see him, but then the lawyer immediately comes out of his office when he hears that
he's like,
Alexi's there.
No, exactly. The lawyer's like, I've known you've been. I've been knowing
Yeah.
that you were gonna come.
He's like tapped into the gossip.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
And Alexei gets the sense that like everybody is loving his downfall. Like people are loving all of this.
His enemies, his many
Yes.
enemies, as we've discussed.
And he encounters another face to face.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the lawyer is like telling him it's a little bit complicated, and he's like, well, I don't like hearing that. Like,
Yeah.
he's not really liking the situation at hand.
Yeah, it's like slightly confusing, but it seems like if both people are like, we agree that this adultery happened, then they can be granted a divorce without going to court. But if he's like accusing Anna of adultery and it's like a one-sided thing, then they have to go to court / the church, and it's like a bigger thing, and there's
They have to prove it.
Yeah,
Yes,
you need
yeah.
evidence, and the letters that he has isn't enough. Like,
Yeah.
you need a witness, which is crazy.
Yeah, and he's like, on one hand, he doesn't want this to be super public. On the other hand, he wants to do as much as he can to punish Anna. So he like does kind of want to be like, I didn't do anything. She cheated on me. I didn't agree to it. I didn't want it. And like, this divorce is her problem. And now she's a fallen woman. So he's like going back and forth between, do we do that first kind that's like clean and easy where
We
it
both
does
agree to it.
yeah, where it's not public, or do I do that second one that punishes her more, but obviously also punishes him?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Lose-lose.
Yeah.
it's really a lose-lose. I do feel for him a little. I mean, I'm starting to.
Really?
Where I'm like, you know what? Like, he really just wants to get out of this in a clean and easy way, and he has no option here, you know? He really, there's no way where he can't be publicly embarrassed, and that's,
Yeah.
like, his biggest fear.
Yeah.
So, that sucks.
Yeah.
And Anna can't follow one damn rule for her life.
Exactly. It's like,
She's the
come
last
on.
person you should give a rule to. You should actually be like, you can only hook up with him in the house.
Yes,
And then
literally.
she'd be
And then
gone.
great.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, then I'll follow that.
No, yeah.
You know what this also kind of gave me?
What?
I don't know if anyone, have you guys seen the Marriage Story?
Which one is that?
It's the Scarlett Johansson,
Oh, yes.
Adam Driver.
I have.
And Laura Dern plays the divorce lawyer. And for some reason, this scene is so, like, when she goes into Laura Dern's office and Laura Dern is, like, ready to, like, hand her tissues.
Yeah.
And it's, like, kind of,
She's like hungry,
she's
like a vulture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. And this divorce lawyer is the same. It's like, he's in it for the drama.
Right.
Like, he's been praying for this case.
Yeah. So then we get like a little overview of like what's going on in his career, which is that like, if I understand this correctly, they're like doing an investigation, or he's pushing for an investigation into like the experiences of this like Russian racial minority, and like it's all going really well, and then his enemy Stremov,
I love this enemy.
his enemy Stremov is like, yeah, good idea. How about we also do this and this and this and this? So it like kind of is like, it's as if he's supporting Alexei, but he's actually making his job much harder and making his point like more ridiculous. So that sucks for Alexei, I guess.
It feels like when something's going through Congress and then people add on a ton of amendments.
Yeah.
So that
You
it
know what I
doesn't
mean?
go through.
So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it doesn't go through, it takes longer, and
Yeah.
it's like more bureaucratic and red tape, and also
Yeah.
so that they're agreeing to things that they weren't originally there
Right.
for on record. Yeah. So definitely his career is not going exactly how he wants. And then
Yeah.
who does he run into but another reminder of his downfall, his brother-in-law. And his
Oblonsky.
and his wife.
Yeah.
Dolly.
He goes to Moscow because he's like, he's like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. I don't care. I'm going to go do all of it. I'm going to do all the research into these racial minorities.
bet.
Yeah, no, he's like, yeah.
Okay, bet. Yeah.
He's like, they don't understand that I'm standing on business.
It's not talking to them.
No, it is not clocking to them. He runs into Oblonsky. And Oblonsky asks him to dinner. Which,
Good manners.
yeah, great man.
Exactly.
He's very well trained. And, Alexei just feels pressure to do it. So he's like, okay, fine.
And all is not well once again in Dolly and Steva's house. What the hell is wrong with this man that he can't hold it together for one single
Because
second?
he's a whore.
No, he's a whore.
Yeah. Yeah. Many
First of
such
all,
cases.
even before we get confirmation, we already know he's cheating. But
Yeah.
even before we get confirmation, they have this encounter with Alexei on the street. And then he's like, all right, well, I gotta go. He kind of blows a kiss to, like, his wife and children.
I'm obsessed.
Whenever he leaves them, I'm like, ugh.
No. And then he goes off jauntily down the pavement. And she calls after him, and she's like, Steva, I need money to buy coats for our children.
And he's like, just tell him I'll get to it.
Honestly, he's the
That's
funniest
your
character
man.
in the
No, he's
book.
hilarious.
That's your man.
So
fucking
funny.
love him. I'm sorry. He's so unserious. He's amazing.
So
He's
unserious.
amazing.
Okay, one thing he takes seriously,
The divorce.
Cheating.
throwing a dinner party.
Well,
But
that
true.
too. Yeah.
Those are his
Well,
other
those are
hobbies.
also really true.
Yeah, all of those.
Oh my god,
That
is
actually
so...
wraps him up perfectly.
Yeah.
We've hit his 3 special
No, he
interests.
loves
Right.
his sister. He loves a dinner party, and he
Yes.
loves to cheat.
Yes.
He hates his wife.
He cannot stand Dolly and those damn kids.
And those damn kids.
There's so many of them.
There's
too.
so many.
They have a lot.
Well, you know, he right now his new pretty thing is a dancer.
Oh my god. And that's literally why he left.
No.
He was like, bye, I gotta go. He
Bye.
goes to the ballet.
To see the dancer that he has basically created a new position for. Like, he's like using Dolly's money that should be going to buy the children's coats.
I'm crazy.
It's like, yeah. Just tell them I'll get to it. He's buying her necklaces.
Unreal.
It's so crazy.
Unreal. And like
crazy.
stringing her along.
Ooh.
Incredible that he has the time. But then he describes the dinner party that he's gonna have. He loves dining. He says the program for today's dinner was very much to his liking. There would be live perch, asparagus, and la pièce de résistance, a superb but simple roast beef, and the appropriate wines. So much for the food and drink. And the guests there would be Kitty and Levin, and to make it less conspicuous, another girl cousin, and the young Sherbatsky, and la pièce de résistance among the guests. Sergei Koznishev and Alexei Alexandrovich, Muscovite philosopher and Petersburg politician. He is like so excited. He's like, and I have this and I have this. And then there's going to be this. And these two, I just know they're going to hit it off. Like, he's excited. He's like, Kitty and Levin, light work. I'll get them.
Right.
He's like, that's going to be nothing. And they'll be at this table. And I'm going to bring some entertainment to keep the conversation flowing.
And make sure, and just so it's not too obvious what I'm doing with Kitty and Levin, I'll just make sure I have that
No,
in
no.
there. And, like, he just like set it all the way up.
No, he's amazing. He's
So
so
good.
fucking
He
funny.
is so funny.
I mean, relatable. Who else?
Yeah.
You know, when you're about to throw a party and you're like, your birthday party's coming
yes,
up. I mean,
yes.
it'll
Things are
be
happening.
over by the time this episode is out. But it's like when you're thinking like, oh, this person's gonna be there, and maybe I'll talk to this person,
And then
like,
I'll like introduce this person to this person because I know they'll really vibe.
Yeah,
Like,
And then
exactly,
you can
exactly.
go do something else.
Yeah, exactly. What a fun feeling. So I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
He also gets a new boss.
Yes, this is so funny.
This is so
This is
fucking funny. He gets a new boss, and like he clearly, as we know from like every other section of this book, he doesn't work. He literally nobody wants to work these days, not including him.
Right.
Anti-capitalist king.
So no, literally. So he's kind of like, you know, like there's like he might make me wear a uniform, like he might like not like certain things I'm doing, like, oh, this could be bad. But he's like, no, I know it's gonna shape up beautifully. I've got a good feeling about this. Let me take him out to lunch.
Yeah. And he says like this is his concern. He says the other slight unpleasantness was that his new superior, like all new superiors, already had a reputation of being a terrible man who got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, worked like a horse, and demanded that his subordinates work in the same way. I'm like, wow, that is a terrible man.
No,
Facts.
exactly.
What could
6
be
in the
scarier?
morning.
I would not want to
No.
work for him either. But he feels like he can sway him and make it work to his situation.
Yeah. So he goes to the hotel where he's staying.
And he runs into Levin.
Yeah. Levin's also staying at that hotel, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
With a prize that he's just killed.
Oh, yeah.
He's just killed a bear. And he's basically dragged the fucking bear all the way to the city from the country because that's the kind of guy he is. It's
RFK Jr. coded.
No,
No.
it is so RFK Jr. coded. Oh my god. And Steve was like, oh my god, a bear. Interesting.
And Levin
proud.
says, I haven't stopped thinking about death.
Him and Anna.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like this
That is
chapter, death, birth, all of the above.
Everything's happening.
And he says, it's true that it's time to die. Levin? What?
What? Wait, what?
No.
What does that mean?
Depression is, yeah.
Anyway, I hope that turns around soon for him.
Yeah.
No. Well,
Get well soon, King.
he's really sad. And then
He goes to see,
Alexei?
yeah, because Alexi's
Oh,
also
right.
in that hotel.
Yeah. Oh, everyone's in this hotel.
Right.
Right.
It's a place to be.
There's just like this one main hotel.
Yes.
He's like going up and down all the rooms.
No, Tolstoy was like, how do I knock this out? Yeah, they're all in the same hotel.
Yeah, even though they all live in the city as well. Everyone lives here. Whatever. Yeah, so he comes to him man to man.
He's just like checking in. He's like, he knows that he doesn't really want to go to dinner, so he's like, I need to give him another prod. He goes there and
He wants to say a good word also about his sister.
Oh yeah, he wants to put it. He's so cute about her.
I know.
know.
I
He
actually
does not
like,
play about
I have
her.
such a soft spot for him. I know he's the worst, and he's
I know,
constantly
but at least
cheating.
he's funny.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
And he loves his sister.
He loves his sister
Yeah.
down. Like, I love that. I do love that. I love also that it's not like, I don't know. I feel like he never is like, my sister is an amazing. I mean, he does say those words, but like he says like the most. He's never like I don't know. He's like not talking about his sister's personality. He just has like this sense of loyalty where he's just like, well, I can't change my opinion about my
Right.
sister. And like
He's like,
I love that. It's
that.
so cute.
It's
I love
so
that.
sweet.
Yeah.
It's he doesn't defend her actions really.
No.
He's like,
No.
this is how I feel
But
about
that's
my
my
sister.
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
I can't change my opinion of her.
Yeah.
She's excellent.
Yeah.
Come on.
Love that.
And Alexi's just really cold to him, and
Yeah.
it's not really happening. And in fact, he just seems to like get more and more like enraged by how lightly Steve is able to take everything. Like it's just like more and more pissing him off. And then at the end when Steve leaves, this is like the funniest thing to me. It's just a random aside, but putting on his coat as he left, he brushed the valet's head with his hand, laughed, and went out.
Yeah.
The way he's just like,
He doesn't stop. Like he's just having a time. Like
He's having a good time.
He literally.
He's
nothing
the
can
only
bring him
one in this
down.
novel that's
No.
having a good time.
no, he really, everyone else is,
Miserable.
No, exactly.
nothing can bring him down. But it's time for
Okay.
the party.
Time for the party.
Ooh, can't wait.
And Steva gets to the party. Oblonsky gets to the party, and he's like, "Damn, they really need my help in there." Because it's like not popping.
No,
It's,
no
like,
one's-
quiet
People
and
are not
awkward.
talking. It's like the vibes are off.
Yeah, but luckily he's like, he knows what he's done. He's like, as we know, he's constructed this very well.
Well, also he's late to his own dinner party.
Girl,
Incredible
exactly.
stuff.
It's like,
I
come
mean-
on, who's surprised? But
I'm pretty sure Alexi gets there before.
Yeah.
No,
Because he walks in and he's like, "Oh, it's weird in here because of Alexi."
Yeah, exactly. Alexi made it weird.
That's why the vibes are off.
Well, and he's picked up the other entertainment guests. Like he comes in with like Sergey, who he knows is gonna be like
a good
yapping
vibe.
and yapping the whole time. So he's like, okay, like let me get things going. And then Levin gets there, or maybe Levin was already there, but he runs into him, and this is like the first time that he really mentions to Levin that Kitty's there. He's like, Kitty's there, so you know,
Let's go.
well, yeah, go on, let's go on in. And Levin's like, oh, okay. Well, he hasn't seen her. He hasn't seen her since he saw her in the street. And he has a little joy and fear at the same time.
And so does she.
So does she. I
They're
love
both
it.
nervous.
Guys.
Okay, here's a line I hated.
Uh-oh.
She was frightened, timid, shamefaced, and all the more lovely because of it. Boo.
Boo. I know. That was horrible.
Like you don't know you're beautiful type of thing.
No, I don't
Yes.
know beautiful. Literally. It's like literally like,
Like, damn, men love a humbled woman.
They do.
no. It's literally, she's like,
Shamefaced is crazy.
she's a wallflower.
Yes.
A wishing little
She's
thing.
just Kitty.
She's just kidding.
No, exactly. She's Zoe Deschanel with it. Like,
And that really turns him on. He loves that.
he loves that. Yeah. So she's happy to see him. They have this little moment, and in that moment, basically all it takes is like their small talk for him to know that like she's happy to see him and that she like still feels something for him.
And he's like, all systems a go. He's
Yes.
Like, the happiness floods his soul, he says. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, he's ready to go.
Mind you, earlier that day, it was time to die.
The highs and lows of life.
You know?
No, this man is so funny. He's hilarious.
One of the things that's so funny to me in this section is that they get into, like, we'll get into their conversation and stuff, but Levin's half-brother is there, and he's like, what the hell is going on with Levin? Like, he's being so fun. Like, he's talking so much, and he's, like, having a good
He's
time.
like, I've never seen this.
Yeah, he's like, whatever has gotten into him? And then we get into Levin's perspective, and it's like, he felt as if he were on top of the world.
Literally.
But he's like flexing for Kitty and like knows
You're
that Kitty's
right.
into it and like
No, exactly. Like somebody is feeling. I think it's Oblonsky is like feeling his biceps and stuff.
the
He's like, oh, what biceps?
yeah, he's like, ooh, you've been working out.
And he's like, oh no, nothing. Oh, I
Just
just
in
shot
the
a bear.
field
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know the bear
I'm
comes. The Kitty's like, I
exciting.
heard you shot a bear, and he's like, oh
Oh, that bear. That's nothing. Oh, that was just breakfast.
no, light work.
And then another part I loved. So basically, like dinner chatter is happening, but that doesn't exist to Levin. Like
No.
he is absorbed in sitting next to Kitty and like having their little like flirtation, and like nothing else exists. She's like flirting back, and there's this moment. This is like the most Tolstoy thing ever, that he's able to do all of this at once, where she's asking about the bear, and at the same time she tries to spear a disobedient slippery mushroom with her fork.
No, it kills me. No, I can't. I can't.
And you just see it so well. You're like, ooh, oh,
Like chills.
you know. Oh my god. But I took down this whole part here, where she's doing that, and she's like, "Do you really have bears there?" Like a nothing ass line.
Right.
It seemed there was nothing extraordinary in what she said, yet for him, what meaning, inexpressible in words, there was in every sound, in every movement of her lips, eyes, arms, as she said it. Exclamation point! Here was a plea for forgiveness and trust in him, and a caress, a tender, timid caress, and a promise and hope and love for him, in which he could not but believe, and which choked him with happiness. Obviously, celebrate good times. Come on. Do.
Yeah, no, major.
He's so happy.
He is happy.
He's thrilled.
Well,
He doesn't even. Yeah, they don't even need to speak it.
No.
They're on a different wavelength.
no.
Period.
Meanwhile, everyone else, they're having an interesting ass conversation.
Yeah.
Oblonsky set this up great because he knew who would be
Right.
yapping away at the other end of
He's
the table.
like, let's get the politicians in the room.
Let's get the intellects.
They're talking about like two different kinds of education. I think one is like a Christian education and one is like a
The
more
classical.
yeah, and one is like a more contemporary, like with science, natural
Secular.
sciences and stuff. Yeah.
Then they move on to women's rights.
Yeah.
Women's education.
Uh-huh.
Should women have rights?
No. Well, and what
That's
are
what we've
rights?
been asking.
What are rights
And what
not
are
obligations?
and what are rights? And we don't want to saddle them.
No,
Right.
it's
Right.
burden.
It's
I'm
not
sorry, but the
easy.
burden of being a man and holding up all of the civic institutions. I mean, what woman would want to
What
do
woman
that?
would want to do that? Luckily, it's Pestov who's pro women's rights, or is it someone else?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he's on it. He's like, yeah, well, if they want it, they should have it. We don't get to decide what they want.
Period.
Say that, Pestov. He says, you guys are talking just like they used to talk about the Negroes in America before they were freed. Say that. Make those comparisons. Draw those comparisons, King. Others in the room, including Kitty's father, is like so gross in this section.
Ooh, I died at this section. Kitty's dad,
Kitty's
the
quiet.
old prince, who
Girl.
She can't speak.
the entire rest of the
busy.
novel, we're meant to think like the old prince is like the smartest person in the room who sees past everything else. Do you know what I mean? Like he's like, he doesn't put up with like European airs, and he like never liked Vronsky, and he always knew about Levin. Meanwhile, this is what Kitty's dad says about women's rights. I see it the same as if I should seek the right to be a wet nurse and get offended that women are paid for it while I'm refused.
So
What a
funny.
knee slapper. And people think that's so good that some of them are like, I wish I had thought of that. Like,
Literally.
do you know what this randomly reminds me of? I don't know if this was like a recent clip or I just saw it recently, but like Rafael Nadal was doing like a press conference and they were like, what do you think about the fact that like women get paid less in sports? And he was like, I don't know. What do I think about the fact that women make more in fashion?
And that's not even true.
No, that's not true.
So let's fact check.
And yeah.
Let's open up. Mama, let's research.
Mama, let's research.
Mama, let's research.
Yeah. So that's
Yikes.
tough. So continuity again, you know,
Amazing. How
feels, yep.
timeless, truly.
He also says something else kind of crazy. I'm trying to find the footnote. It's number 12 in this section.
Oh, I looked this up too.
Oh wait. He said
long hair, short
no,
of
yeah.
brains.
Yeah.
He
He's
says
yeah.
the
Yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah.
proverb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the proverb?
He says, I can say it in front of my daughters. And I'm like, why?
Why?
Long in hair, short in brains.
Ooh.
Okay.
Not cute.
It's not cute. Not whatsoever.
But amazing that this is like a type of guy. He then repeats his joke again. Like,
Yes.
He repeats the wet nurse thing. He's like, I know that killed, so I'm going to say it again.
And I'm not going to lie.
People laughed again.
Exactly. And it ate again.
It killed the second time.
The second time, even better. Like, somebody's like dropping their asparagus. Like, they're literally like, har, 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 har.
And Oblonsky's like, yeah. Just as I
Perfect
planned. He's
dinner
like,
party. He reminds me so much of like the joke is like, so it's not generous, but like when people will be like, and I identify as the helicopter. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you kids identify it's like, oh, you identify as whatever. Well, then I identify as a car. It's like, that's not a joke.
Right.
okay.
Like, great.
Go ahead.
Those aren't the same, but like,
Okay,
one
yeah.
is a social construction and the other is an inanimate object.
Say
Like,
that. I'm sure that joke tears somewhere.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
there's a room. There's a room.
There's a room for every joke.
But meanwhile,
Yeah. Yeah, Kitty and Levin are talking on the side. And basically, Levin is shit talking as he is wont to do. And he says, he's like talking about someone and he's like, I don't think he's bad. I just think he's useless. And Kitty's like, oh my God, stop. He was so nice to my sister when the kids were sick. And then Levin's like, oh my God, I'm never going to speak badly about anyone ever again. He's like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, okay.
he was, I'm sorry. I'll never think badly of people again. He said gaily, sincerely expressing what he then felt.
That's another thing that I love about the way that Tolstoy writes Levin is that he's never like he thought he meant it or like he thought he was saying or like he was being deceptive. Every time he like really believes
No,
it.
he's like so dead ass. He's like, well, I'll never think badly of anyone ever again.
Okay.
Honestly, been there.
No, exactly.
No.
When
Every time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody corrects me, whenever I'm like about to shit talk someone and somebody's like, no, they're great, I'm like, well, I'll just never say anything about it. I'm actually, I love everyone and I've never not liked anyone ever in my life.
I mean, that's me when I'm like euphoric and like happy. I'm like,
Yes.
I'm like, I love you all. I'm like, everyone is so beautiful. That was so sweet. Yeah, and then oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Then they start talking about a guy who was in a duel this morning. They're like,
Which is so like it's so casually brought up.
I'm like, it's messy, right?
Yeah.
They brought that up because of Alexei,
Yeah.
no?
100%.
Okay, yeah. It's so what was it? They were like, no, they literally are like, have you heard about what is it, Pryashnikov? I heard he fought a duel this morning. And he was killed. So, oh no, he killed. He killed he killed.
Acted like a real man.
Oh, and Alexei goes,
Interesting.
indifferently, raising his eyebrows, and then he leaves. He leaves the room.
Well, no, before he leaves the room, he goes, why? And they were like, oh, because of his wife. And he can't believe that.
No.
It seems like
He's like, he doesn't care about his wife that much.
No. And he's also like, I'm not gonna let these people make me feel bad. For fighting a duel.
He's like, I don't even respect you.
No.
Literally. And then Dolly follows him out of the room.
Yeah. And what do they talk about?
Well, she tries to basically do what Anna did to her. And it doesn't go over as well. And it's really
it's also like, she's like, I was once like in your position and about to get a divorce, but then I saw the light and now I'm happier and my husband loves me and we're still married.
And like he's like seen the error of his ways and he doesn't cheat. And meanwhile, girl,
open your eyes.
no,
I don't think she even says he doesn't cheat, does she? But she's like, now he's here. Now we're together. And I'm like,
literally, that's all she says. Oh my God. And she also can't believe that Anna has done anything wrong.
Right.
She's like, Anna is a saint in her mind. Like, there's no way.
And she's like, anything but divorce.
Yes.
She's like, divorce.
Divorce.
divorce, babe. Divorce.
It's terrible, terrible.
But there is, I don't know. It's interesting. One thing that's interesting to me is that like she's coming from a place. It's like not a cynical place where she's like, yeah, these things happen, and like you just have to keep like soldiering on. She like really thinks Anna couldn't have done this.
No.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. And she also, I think, thinks that him considering divorce, it's like the worst possible situation for Anna. Like,
yes, yeah.
Yeah, just like the worst thing that could. And she's like, if you're a Christian, then like you wouldn't do that to her.
Yeah, yeah. And then he says in response to this, "Love those who hate you, but to love those you hate is impossible."
I said, well, that is really true.
True.
I'm like, let me write that down.
No,
Exactly.
I literally underlined it. I said, "Okay, work."
That's real. You know what? You can't
Not
love
untrue.
those who you hate. Yeah. Can't fix that. But something way happier is happening in the other room.
Oh my
We
god.
have to get to.
So crazy.
The scene of all time, actually.
Oh my
god. Oh my god.
Emma, tell us, please.
Oh God. Okay, so Levin and Kitty are like chit-chatting in like the dining room, I think they are. And he is trying to figure out like how she still feels about him. And he like writes down letters. So he like traces down rather on the table.
Yeah, with
so
like
he traces
chalk.
yeah, so he traces WYAM TCBDIMNOT. These letters meant when you answered me, that cannot be. Did it mean never or then? And he doesn't think she's gonna understand it because why would she?
Because that's crazy.
Because that is insane.
Sir, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
How would she ever know what that meant?
How would anyone ever discern anything from the jumble of letters that he wrote down?
Well, if that's a real love of your life, they're
But
gonna
if it's your soulmate,
if it's your soulmate, they're gonna know because they're thinking about the same thing.
Wait,
It
why do I
was
love you
crazy.
believe that?
No,
I do.
I do.
not
I'm
just falling for the propaganda.
No, what the love propaganda?
Yes.
sorry. Sorry that the love propaganda worked on us.
Sorry, I
Is
believe
that
in
so-
love.
No, what's so bad about that?
No, I remember reading this for the first time and I was like, I can't believe it. I was like, there's no way she's gonna know what he says. And she's like, is this what I think? And she goes, I understand. Right? And then she says, oh, she writes N, which means
No, he goes, what's this? If you understand.
Oh,
what's
like
one
what's
N?
this letter?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And she goes, is it never?
Yeah. And then she says, but it's not true.
It's
Oh,
not,
gosh.
It's never. Oh, you're no.
I know,
Oh my
okay,
God,
I think when
finding
I
out
okay,
that
so
it
the
meant
thing,
it's
no,
not
a real lover.
Well,
Oh my
so when I
God.
first read this, I did think it was like insane, but it worked.
I agree. Like
Yeah,
it's
I was,
bananas.
and I feel like because of everything that's come before, like you're kind of rooting for them, so it doesn't feel sappy, even though it's the most insane thing that you've ever read in your life.
Exactly. Yeah. You just fully suspend your disbelief
Yeah.
because you're like, I mean, we have been with Levin and like how much he's like constantly thinking about this. And I think if we go to it with like Levin's perspective and we like think maybe she's thinking about it just as much, maybe she's like
Right.
going and like,
So then he gives her the chalk, and then she writes TLCGNOA, and that meant then I could give no other answer.
Only then, he says.
Yes. And then, what's it called? She writes more letters. TYCFAFWH. It meant that you could forgive and forget what happened.
wow.
And then the letters continue to go back and forth. He writes, I have nothing to forgive and forget. I have never stopped loving you.
And she understands that.
She gets it.
Which is insane, once again. That's crazy.
Yeah. And they're just like reading each other's minds.
Oh.
And basically at the end of this section, it goes, or chapter, it goes, in their conversation, everything had been said, that she loved him, that she would tell her father and mother that he would come tomorrow in the morning.
My book just has.
Oh my gosh, the heart.
My notes are
I'm
just
screaming.
hearts all around this. Oh.
Yeah, he basically like the last thing that he writes down is like he starts to write out the letters for a proposal and she says yes before he finishes.
Yes.
Wow.
So they're engaged.
They're engaged.
I love this. And can I say something that struck me on second read? Levin, early in the book, is talking to some group of people. I forget. Betsy is among them. Or no. It's whatever his enemy is when he first meets Vronsky. And they're talking about table flipping. and seances and like divination and stuff, and he's like, that is, oh, how could you believe in that stuff? How could you ever? And then I do feel like there's like some like interesting parallel here that they're basically reading each other's minds on a table, and they're like divining messages from each other, and
it does feel seance-y.
and it feels like almost like
Gives Ouija board.
yes, exactly. It feels like they're like, I don't
Linked.
know exactly.
Yeah.
There's like a spiritual side of it that
Feels
he's
like
tapping into.
Love is his religion.
Say that. I support
Everyone
it.
stands up and cheers.
Woo! I support it, even though it is crazy.
It's crazy. And then the old prince comes by and is like, "Ooh, what are you guys up to?" Playing secretary. And they're like, "Oh my god, like we're literally in the middle of something."
No, you don't even know what we're doing over here.
He's about to say the wet nurse joke for the third time.
He came by to do a third round of that.
He's like, "Did you hear?"
So I had said this thing before. I don't know if you caught it.
Maybe you missed it. I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh, I love it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so satisfying.
Then he's so happy. He's thrilled. He's like, "Oh my god, I can't wait for tomorrow when we get to like lock this whole thing up when I go over to her house." Oblonsky's like, "So is it no longer time to die?"
Yeah.
Literally. Seems like it's not
Dragged him.
No, you got him. But he does become very scared of death because he's like, what if I die in these 14 hours now that I finally want to live? Which is so relatable.
Well, it's
Guys,
also
come on.
so funny that he doesn't believe in God because of all these like jinxes and like it's all it's just all very
He's
witchy.
superstitious
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, then he basically stays up all night. Like he goes to a meeting with his brother.
Yeah.
He's like, "I love everybody here. Everybody's beautiful inside."
All
at
these
this,
bitches
at
he
this
hated.
meeting.
Yes.
He hated one day ago.
He hated even the very concept of a meeting.
Yes.
Now he's there and he's like, "I love you."
He's
all."
like, this is the best meeting I've ever been to. This is
Wow,
amazing.
love really changes people.
He talks to like his porter or like whatever, the guy who's working at the house. He's like, "So, do you love your wife?" Like he's like up all night like, "Do you love your wife?"
Right?
Like he's like wants
so
to have a
me,
chat.
me personally, like,
literally.
I
he can't
have,
like Google
No, yeah, he's
or
like
go on
me.
Reddit or whatever.
Yeah,
so he
no,
has to
exactly.
talk to
So he has
people.
to bother hired help.
Yes.
Going, and these people have to talk to him. So.
Right.
No, literally.
Oh my god. Well,
Too
he finally
funny.
he stays up all night. Then he walks over to the Sherbatskys.
Too early.
Too early.
Too early.
Has to go back.
Yeah,
Doesn't come again.
So literally takes some laps around. Nobody's awake yet. Kitty's also stayed up all night,
Yeah.
and she's just like, you know,
So excited.
yeah.
She's getting engaged.
And they kiss. Aww.
Yeah.
And then
Wait, can I say?
Yeah.
Say.
There's this one like beautiful section when he's like been up all night and he's just like thinking about like how amazing life is. Okay. He's like walking around. Obviously, it's like 5 a.m. He's like, I really want to go. He's going to Kitty's house. He's too early. He's going to have to leave again. Okay, he says, and what he saw then, he afterwards never saw again. He was especially moved by children going to school, the gray-blue pigeons that flew down from the roof of the pavement, and the white rolls sprinkled with flour that some invisible hand had set out. These rolls, the pigeons and the two boys, were unearthly beings. All this happened at the same time. A boy ran up to a pigeon and, smiling, looked at Levin. The pigeon flapped its wings and fluttered off, sparkling in the sun amidst the air trembling with snow dust, while the smell of baked bread wafted from the window as the rolls appeared in it. All this together was so extraordinarily good that Levin laughed and wept from joy. Oh, everything's
good
beautiful.
mood.
Everything is
Romantic. No.
so
exactly.
romantic.
But
Like
isn't
he
there
like
also-
everything. He's like literally. He's like hot fresh rolls under. Like that's how he's seeing the world.
Stop, that's so funny. Pigeon flaps its wings.
No, he's like young boy runs up to a pigeon. Like he's like this is beautiful. He's like white snow trembling in the air, like having a euphoric experience.
Baked bread in the distance.
No,
Yeah,
literally.
so funny.
Wait,
Damn, do
don't
we need
you,
to record
like,
that?
Wait,
No, we gotta get on a track.
it's a bop. Isn't there a part of you guys that thinks like this can't last?
Yeah.
Of course. Well, most certainly yes.
Well, sure. Yes.
Yeah.
absolutely yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's not gonna last.
No,
at
that's
all.
why he saw this for the last time. You know, that's a one and done.
No,
You
that's
know?
never gonna happen again. Also, I mean, this is classic for him. Like every few chapters, he's like, "I'm never gonna think bad of anyone again,"
Yes.
and then it's time to die.
Yeah.
You know, like of course. But I appreciate that he's never been up like this before.
Yeah, he's up.
He's up right now. Yeah.
Love and Hive, it's good for them.
No, they're eating.
Can I say something else?
Say.
So he goes to the Sherbatskys, like, they wrap everything up. Everyone's so happy. Even the parents, like, they kiss because they're like, wait, we're so happy. Should we kiss?
Yes.
Like, they're like, we believe in love. And, like, it's weird.
It's contagious.
It's Love Actually vibes. Like,
No,
literally,
actually.
love is
It's
everywhere.
everywhere. And then he, like... has to go out and buy some presents because he finds out that, like, oh, you're supposed to buy certain presents when you propose to someone, whatever. So he goes to the store and he's like talking about how crazy it is, how nice everybody's being to him. He says the extraordinary thing was not only that everyone loved him, but that all formerly unsympathetic, cold, indifferent people admired him and obeyed him in all things, treated his feeling with tenderness and delicacy, and shared his conviction that he was the happiest man in the world because his fiancée was the height of perfection. I do find I always find this so interesting that, like, when something is going, like, incredibly well in your life, like, for example, when you're celebrating something, people are so nice to you.
Yes. It's like I can tell.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a weird, like, it's so bizarre. It's like when you need it the least.
Oh, exactly.
So nice.
But
there.
they should do it the other times when you're down.
No, exactly. But it's like, oh my God, like,
it's
your
always-
book is out. I love you. Do you want a free and it's like, wait, this is not when I need it.
No, I needed
not
it
right
before.
now. Yeah.
But it is contagious. And it's like,
Yeah.
I do find myself being receptive to that energy from other people, you know?
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
when somebody's, like, clearly on top of the world.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
well, let me help you with that.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Let me join
for
in on the
sure.
fun.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is so real.
Yeah.
But
Also-
before they get married, he has to tell her two secrets.
Dang.
Two big secrets.
Damn.
It's about to get real.
One is that he's not a virgin. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my God.
And the other one is that he doesn't believe in God.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he can't tell Kitty this, even though they are about to get married. And he should probably be able to
Sorry,
talk to his
Emma
spouse.
doesn't respect him right now, if you can't tell.
So he gives her his diaries and is like, "Here, read this," and that's how he does it, which is interesting.
Once again, the type of guy he is.
Yeah.
It's so...
Like, grow up.
No.
You're about to get married.
I mean, guys, remember, he couldn't even, I mean, obviously it was very cute the way that they,
Yeah.
like, the
We're
way that,
writing the letters.
but he couldn't open his mouth
Yeah.
and speak and
No,
say
yes.
these,
Even
like,
say
that's what
that.
he's like, you know?
But Kitty's fine with the whole God thing. She's like, whatever. But the virgin thing, it hits her
That's
hard.
harder. That's
It
harder
hits her
to
hard.
take in.
Yeah.
I mean, understandably so, because, you know, her whole life is about, like, basically her virginity.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And, like, he's had this experience that he's, like, clearly so ashamed of. It's also just so funny, like, the way he wields it in comparison with, like, every other man in this
Yeah.
book.
I know.
It's so fucking serious. It's so deep to him. But I guess
Yeah.
this is timeless too, in a way, where it's like, yeah, it's amazing how, like, that can be such an important, like, life-defining social construct in, like, in
Somebody,
law.
one, oh,
Or,
yeah.
well,
yes.
and
Yeah.
but just in law for, like, women and, like, in general, and yet, like, nobody really gives a fuck unless you're, like, the type of person who would, you know?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's, like, so true now. It's like,
Right.
oh, coke is illegal, let's say, you know, like, random
Let's
example.
pretend that's illegal, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like
Let's
it's like,
say.
but many do not give a fuck.
Sure,
you know?
yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
there are so many things like that.
No, so true.
But to him, it's
The
dead
social
serious.
constructs of it all.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're still here.
they are.
Poor Kitty. She's like realizing that she's a woman.
Yeah.
It's like the slow realization. Like,
Wait,
and this is the
say
first
that.
one. Yeah.
Say that. That's really real. Yeah. And there's also something that we didn't like go into that much, but like in the last section, there's like this conversation at the dinner table, like around whether women can get education and like have responsibilities and stuff. They're like, well, what happens if she's not married? Because it's like, if she's not married, then her life is over unless she has an
Right.
education and a job. And she is like, it's like Kitty, who's like, she's like thinking of her friend Varia from when she was at the Springs, and she's like, no, women should be able to get an education so they don't have to live like a sad life if they don't get married. And that brings Levin on side because he's just in that kind of mood.
He's like, right. I agree with you
He's like,
now.
wait, you're so right.
Now that she made that point.
And also because it was almost her, like that almost happened to her. So yeah, she's realizing things for sure about being a woman.
Yeah.
That's tea. Yeah. Yeah, so then we get back to Alexi.
God, yeah, it's like I'm sorry, but the bumbling fucking husband again. Like, every time we're back on him, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy. It's always more bad news.
It
Yeah.
really is.
He's ruminating about the acted like a real man thing, which he said he didn't care about before. He's thinking about it.
Right.
He's ruminating.
Oh, yeah. And about Dolly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And about Christian rule, because remember, he was so Christian before that he couldn't get a divorce.
Right.
Now he's like, Christian rule is like not applicable to my case.
He's like, well, that's not my business.
He's like,
Right.
never mind.
no.
God was not talking about me.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not about you.
I'm the exception here.
Yeah.
Then he gets 2 telegrams.
Damn.
2 telegrams.
What are they saying?
Ooh.
One is that he was passed over for a job.
Yeah. By that guy who set him up.
Yeah, his enemy
Yeah.
got the post.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like, damn.
Strum
He
up.
just cannot fucking win. This guy, again, this is why I'm like, I feel kind of bad for him in this section.
I feel bad for him
in what's to come.
in what's
Yeah.
later in this book, but not yet. I mean, later in this section, but not yet.
Then Anna, the second telegram is from his wife, and it says, "I'm dying. I beg you, I implore you to come. I will die more peacefully with forgiveness."
Girl.
Oh God.
And he's like, she's lying.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. He thinks it's a trick.
He's like, whatever. I don't care. Like, she's like, she's so full of shit. And then he goes, wait, what if it's true?
Yeah.
What if it's true? He's like, I have to go.
What if it's true? But what if it's true?
Right.
Yeah. What did you guys
50-50.
think?
I thought it was true.
You thought it was true.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I believed the dream. I was like, well, this is it. She's
Yeah,
gonna
she's
die in
gonna-
childbirth.
Yeah.
That's the end of
and
her.
the next 400 pages we're going to...
You know, I don't know what I don't know what I thought, you know, but I really did, I was on the edge of my seat. I
Yeah,
was like,
and you
oh my
thought
God,
she was
she's
being
about
honest
to
about-
die,
Yeah.
or come very close to death,
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, of course he would think she's lying. You
Yeah.
know, he's so cold and unfeeling. He
Yeah.
can't- but then, I mean, he starts to think about it, and he's
Yeah.
like, even if it's, you know, even if it's a deception,
Yeah.
I should
He's like, let me go.
because it's proper.
It's the
Yeah.
Christian thing to do.
Exactly.
And on his way there, he says he can't really think about what awaits him because he could not think of it because when he imagined what was to be, he could not rid himself of the thought that death would resolve at a stroke all the difficulty of his situation.
I mean, it's honest.
it's true.
And it's true, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It would.
Well, it would. You know, I mean, I feel for him again. I'm like, it would kind of fix your problems, Loki.
Facts.
But of course, it's horrible. It's like, that's your wife, you know?
Get the regular divorce, let her have the kid, go get another wife. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, the solution is kind of right there.
It's there.
Yeah.
He,
Also,
yeah.
like, he's the man. Like, he has less to lose.
He has
Have a
nothing to
fucking
lose.
duel.
Yeah, he has nothing
you
to
know,
lose.
let's back up a second. You could
say that. Let's
step up and have a duel.
Yeah.
Have a duel.
As
Have
all
a
of
duel.
our listeners
Pull
agree.
up.
Duel
We
if you're
literally-
grown.
100 people voted on our poll.
I'm
Oh my
crying.
gosh, I voted.
Thank you for participating in democracy.
Sorry, what were the results?
97 people
Say
said
that.
yes, step up. Your man should be dueling for you.
100%.
3 people, I won't out you, though we could.
I'm gonna have a look.
3 people voted no, that's barbaric.
Were they men?
One of them was.
Well, that's already 1/3.
Right.
Wow.
That's 1/3, and that's really disappointing.
Yeah. Really
You do
disappointing.
hate to see that.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't do that, and he's like not even really sure how to feel about her dying. In fact, he feels kind of good.
Yeah. So then he gets there, and damn, she was not joking.
It's giving she's dying.
It really is giving that. And sorry, this part I thought was kind of, and on second read I think of it differently. But on the first read I was like, okay, this feels a little heavy-handed. He like walks in and like she has a fever, and like Vronsky is there in the room with her, and she's like babbling like with this fever, and she's saying like, I know my husband will forgive me. I know Lexi will forgive me because he's a good man and I'm a bad person and he's good. And those of you who say he won't forgive me, you're wrong. Like, he will because he's so good. And I was like, huh, that's kind of exactly what you would want your husband to hear if he hasn't been forgiving you all this time.
Exactly. I mean, this is why I thought when I got here, I was kind of like, I don't think she was lying, but like it's awfully convenient for her.
That's how I feel. Like, I feel like it's always for her, like, I feel like it's true, but it's not. Like, I feel like
Yes.
it's true to her, but that doesn't mean that that's what's
It's
really
reality.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true emotionally. That's so...
It's emotionally true.
Well, and I think that's kind of what we've been getting at with her character almost the whole time. It's like she is feeling this so deeply. Like, she is dying. She knows it's true.
Yeah.
It's not like she's making that up.
Yeah.
It's not like she's trying to make things worse.
Right.
Yeah.
But it also just so happens to coincide with the thing that would manipulate the situation
Correct.
in her favor.
Perfectly in her favor. Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. This is such like a kind of person where it's like you almost can't even be mad at them when they do something because you're like, well, I know it's true to you. Like, I know that you believe that
But
this
you
is what's
can.
happening. Well, you can just not. That's not for me.
Yeah.
Kind of. You can't engage with that kind of person. But it's kind of like I don't know. I mean,
Like, you can't argue with someone like that.
No, exactly. And maybe that's why in Love Island the girls were not.
The way you were like,
No, and take it there. Take it there.
Because we did get to a point where we were like, why are the girls not confronting Huda? And I think there's an element of like, we are never going to adjust her reality.
Yeah.
Like, she genuinely
That
feels
is her
like she is
reality.
like being bullied by this man. Like, she's scared.
Yeah.
She's genuinely scared. She genuinely feels betrayed. And like, that's crazy. And it's coming out in all of these ways that are horrible for everybody in the house. Like, you are abusing people, but it comes from a place of like sincere, like
victim.
fear. Yeah. Like,
Yes.
she really feels it.
Yeah.
You know?
That is such
Crazy.
a good point. Because
Yeah.
it's like, it's easy when you're reading this to be like, well, somebody's just gotta like Vronsky, just like, you know, set it straight. Just
Right,
like, just
exactly.
Tell her you love her, and like it's like you care about her and you want to marry her and like whatever, and resolve the whole thing so she's not like feeling this type of way.
Good idea.
He there's no way. There's nothing he can say.
Yeah.
There's nothing they could have said to Huda. There was no way for them to confront like what was going on because that's like the mindset that she's in.
Right.
You know, she's not living in like
reality.
Exactly.
Tough stuff.
So she's dying.
She's like flailing about,
The doctors say there's no hope.
which is so funny.
Vronsky's fucking crying.
Got his head in his hands.
Oh.
And then Anna makes him take his hands off his face. She's like, come over here. She literally makes them both come to her bedside. She holds each one of, and no, she makes them hold hands and
Kiss. No, I'm just kidding.
No, literally, this is what I was thinking the whole time. They're like,
No kiss.
No, kiss.
no kiss.
And makes Alexei forgive Vronsky. This is like really humiliating for Vronsky.
Yeah.
No, literally, she is like doing some kind of like dumb. Do you know what I mean?
No, that's what I'm
she gets off
saying.
on-
There's very like BDSM situations afoot.
Yeah,
with them.
100%.
Right
She is like, even on her deathbed, is finding a way to exert her power.
Yeah.
And to that, I say,
now.
wow.
for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
I say incredible work. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
she ate with that.
And she gets it to the point where Alexei says, he's like, I could never leave. I'm staying. This is my wife. He says, this is my position. You may trample me in the mud, make me the laughingstock of society. I will not abandon her. I will never say a word of reproach to you. He says this to Vronsky. My duty is clearly ordained for me. I must be with her, and I will be. If she wishes to see you, I will let you know. But now I suppose it will be better if you leave. Yeah.
Which is crazy.
So he's literally like, oh no, he's like, I forgive her. I forgive you too. He's like, he's fully,
And we forgive you. And
Right.
he's like, and you know what? We forgive you. And why don't you go and see yourself?
hey, how about you head out?
Yeah,
Right.
It's like, because
this is not your
Our home.
Yeah.
This is our home.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, where were you before?
Right.
You know.
Yeah. And so in his head, he's like thinking this way sincerely. Like, when we get into his mind, he's like, really like, I'm forgiving her. I'm so Christian right now. Like, this is, yeah. And the doctors say there's a 99% chance that she'll die. They were like, in more cases than not, you die from this fever.
Right.
And he like
And of
kneels
course,
down.
Anna's lucky. Yeah.
So she found her way out. So.
She's the 1%.
Yeah,
but
we've been worried about the wrong 1%.
Yeah. Literally.
But he kneels down, he sobs like a child, and she's like, I knew this was how it was gonna be. Now I can die gracefully, like, goodbye. You know, he's a saint. Vronsky look at him like, I'm making you look at him. I'm making you
Yes.
both look at each other. Like, it's really like, she is humiliating.
You really like
these
being
men.
dominant.
Yeah.
I can tell you like being dominant.
Literally.
It's so funny. Oh,
Wow.
Oh my god.
And then Vronsky leaves. So embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. And he tries to sleep with the calm certainty of a healthy man that if he was tired and wanted to sleep, he would be able to fall asleep at once. And then he doesn't fall asleep at first. And he's like,
Sorry.
wait a second.
New feeling for me.
He's like, what's going on?
He's like, this has always worked.
Yeah. He's like, sorry, what's going on? This
He's
is
like,
new for me.
maybe I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
No,
He's like, this is it. I guess I'm crazy now.
Officially, yes.
Yeah.
And he goes, this is how people lose their minds and shoot themselves so as not to be ashamed. And I was like,
Uh-oh.
we just did a leap.
Well,
We're
no,
going so
exactly.
far.
I'm
Who
like,
said
you,
that?
sorry, you had
No, who
one
said that?
one night of insomnia, and you were questioning it all.
And all of a sudden,
I'm like, you don't know what people deal with.
you wouldn't last a
Right.
mile in Levin's shoes.
Right.
If you were 11, you would have bashed your head in with the barbells. months
No,
ago.
you would have used that scythe for different purposes by now. Like,
God.
and I can't find the section. I did underline it, but he just says something about like this is it. Like, he's humiliated. He's been humiliated in front of like the righteous husband, and he's like this like, I don't know, like embarrassed lout, and like he's like, I can't believe this has happened to myself. Like these kinds of things. And I thought it was really interesting how, like, obviously this whole book we've been talking about, like, or I've been talking about because I'm obsessed with it, Vronsky's, like, own personal moral code that he has where that's, like, totally outside of social conventions. But, like, in this moment of, like, insane, I don't know, like, distress and weakness, like, he, like, adopts those and lets them almost kill him.
Yes.
He's, like, all of a sudden, like, oh, my God, that's the husband. He's the Christian.
I'm the side
I'm
hoe.
the loser. I'm this. Yeah, and he's like, fuck. He's like,
Yeah.
wow. And he like decides that's real in this
Yeah.
moment, which is like,
Maybe
whoa.
he is losing his mind.
You know?
No. Well, and I also was very intrigued by the fact that he seems to have none of his like very thought out, like well articulated, if kind of crazy moral conventions around suicide. Do you know what I mean? Like everything else in his life, he's kind of like lined up and thought out and been like, nah, affair, cool. Like, that's fine with me. Like, I'm not gonna abide by that. I thought there would be some kind of feeling he's had in the past or some kind of moral code that he's had in the past about suicide, but he basically just arrives at this conclusion immediately and is like, well, this is the only way. Like, it's like, he's like, well, of course.
I'm obsessed with this.
Of course. This is the only way.
Well, also, it feels like he doesn't see a path towards redemption for himself. You know, like, he's been so embarrassed in front of the woman and her husband. And he's already kind of a social outcast, even, not an outcast, that's wrong. Like, people are just talking about him a lot. I don't know. Maybe he's like, you know what? I'm going crazy. I can't sleep. What's the point of living if I
No,
can't sleep?
exactly. I mean, that's
Which-
what
It happens like that.
It's kind of what it's giving.
Yeah. And yeah, he's like, I must think what to do. What's left? His thought quickly ran through his life apart from his love for Anna. He's like, there's nothing else in my life. So
let me get this revolver that's in my drawer.
so let me pull that out.
Oh my god. Even like, in fact, this, of course, that he found so convincing was only the consequence of a repetition of exactly the same round of memories and notions that he had already gone through a dozen times within the hour. Like, it really is, not to get, like, kind of dark, but, like, it be like that. When you're, like, contemplating something really dark, and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh, wait, I keep having the same line of reasoning. I can't get away from it.
Yeah.
Like, I thought this was so sadly well articulated.
Yeah.
And
It's his first time ruminating, and it breaks him.
Yeah.
he ruminated once and
He's like, thinks too much.
it took him out. Wow. And
Yeah.
then, but he misses.
No, which is the most hilarious thing.
His quote when he misses is so funny.
He's like, stupid, I missed. I'm like, how do he's like, also, it's like the gun is like pointed to his heart, but he like shoots to like the left or something.
I really was like, What? I was shocked when this happened.
He's not made for this.
No.
Like, that's...
No.
I almost was like, Tolstoy, this is too unbelievable.
Yeah.
Sorry, he in these times with these medical whatever.
Yeah, he
was
made
this
it.
close,
Yeah.
and he missed.
And
Like
he missed.
that doesn't happen.
Yeah. But it did to Vronsky.
Yeah.
And I'm
and
deciding
he, like,
it's
bled
true.
out for an hour
Like
until his brother's wife found him.
yeah,
That's
Which is
embarrassing
crazy.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, even worse.
I mean, I guess he couldn't have called anyone.
No.
No one else was there.
Right.
Oh, 'cause
And
he's
he didn't have his
alone.
phone.
And he didn't. Yeah. He would have loved having a phone.
He would have loved.
Can we just
Yeah.
say for 1 second?
Yeah.
This man would have loved
Love.
Snapchat.
He
You know the way Nick from Love Island is on
Oh
Snapchat?
my
I'm
gosh.
crying. No, that's so much more Oblonsky. Oblonsky
Oh.
would be
Oh, yes,
on
he
Snapchat
would.
like
Yes.
crazy.
So sorry.
He
You're
Oh,
right,
he would
you're
be
right.
unbearable.
That's
Oh
so
my
true.
gosh.
Yeah.
He would have a
In
podcast.
fact, earlier you called Oblonsky a whore.
Yeah.
And that's also what we said about Nick on the
Yeah,
on
that's
the
true.
Patreon. So
So true.
wow.
Birds of a feather.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe we haven't connected them earlier, but that's so true.
Wow. Should we do like
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh my gosh, Kitty and Levin.
Yeah, let's do that for...
Yep. We're gonna and we're gonna lock that in. Season
Oh.
telepathy.
Wait. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Who are Kitty and Levin? I'm like... Not Amaya and Brian.
No.
Oh no.
Who is the biggest
Ooh,
thinker?
would Bella be Kitty a little bit?
Yeah, the naive.
Yeah.
I see it.
Beldasha.
I mean, Ace is a little bit Levin.
I was gonna say Ace and Shelley, kind of.
Oh.
I actually kind of see Ace
yeah.
and Shelley.
I could see
Yeah.
that.
Ace is like so like in his head in a way that Levin kind of is.
Yeah,
in his
yeah,
head.
yeah. He's trying to win every conversation.
Yes.
He's trying to win the baby challenge. He's
Yeah.
trying to win it all.
He's a bit of a misogynist.
Yep.
Yeah, when he's like, oh,
I
when,
can't let my
yep,
girl.
yeah, my daughter see that. Yep,
Right?
Yep, yep. And Shelley, you might say like she's too confident and calm, like more than Kitty, but we remember Kitty from the beginning of the book.
Remember.
When she
She's
walked in and she
crashing
said, "I know, I know,
And Shelley
you love
gets
me,
a little
I know."
shaken after America votes.
Yeah.
Confidence is
Say
shaken the way that Kitty's
And
is.
then she goes to Ace. She locks in with Ace the same way Kitty locks in with Levin
Oh my
after
gosh, look at
her
that.
confidence is
Okay,
shaken.
sorry, we just cracked the code.
Wow, wow.
We're gonna go through everyone. by the way.
Okay, they say there's no more original content.
Right.
There it is.
Yeah, when two universes, when the IP comes together.
Right.
Amazing.
Wow.
That's all good art now.
Yeah, so then we find out that we go back to the house. Alexi's like in love with Anna's new child, which is
He's
Anna
also
Jr.
named Anna.
Yeah. And he like loves her so much, which is random.
Anna Jr.
And
Little Anna.
Little Anna.
And damn, I mean, she's a little disappointed she didn't die. I would kind of put it that way.
Yeah.
She's like, what? I'm not dead?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of what it's giving.
Also, by the way, Alexi is like, I know that everyone's mocking me, but it's different now because I'm Christian. And
No, Christianity has changed him.
'Cause,
He's like,
like-
I don't even care anymore.
And so
Yeah.
is baby Anna.
He's literally
Yeah.
like, they crucified Christ too.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, someone else who they talked about, like they're like,
Christ is crucified too.
no, he's like, I don't care what they say about me anymore because I'm a Christian.
There's this whole thing about the wet nurse running out of milk or like not
Yeah.
having milk, and like,
Anna gets pissed.
yeah, she's like, I wanted to breastfeed her and they wouldn't let me. Like, let me breastfeed her, especially if that lady doesn't have milk. I am thinking about this just because we had that wet nurse joke earlier in the chapter. Like, what is the wet nurse of it all? And also, Tolstoy would not let his wife get a wet nurse. And like, her biggest thing was like, I have chapped nipples every time I have a baby and I hate it. And like, it makes me miserable and it like makes me not want to have another baby. And he wouldn't let her get a wet nurse.
What?
I know. So I was really thinking about the wet nurse of it all.
Wait, oh, this is so
Whoa.
interesting.
He's like, it's a woman's duty to feed her child.
And exactly.
yeah.
And yeah.
Or else the child and the mother will be punished.
Say that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's seeming
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Well, and also a man can't do this.
Yeah.
And that too. Yeah.
Har, har, har.
And yeah, quite literally a man can't do that. Wow. Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, a woman literally could be be a bureaucrat, but a man literally couldn't be a wet nurse.
No, this is why the joke makes no sense.
Well, yeah.
Like,
yes.
You know.
Well, no, Leah, that's why the joke is so funny.
And that's why the joke was awesome.
Yeah. And I wonder if that's a point that Tolstoy's trying to make. You know, not only can only a woman do this, but only a mom. Only the mom.
Only the mom
and a wet nurse.
And
well, he thinks all she's dry.
Oh yeah.
And he wouldn't let his he wouldn't let his wife get one either. I feel like this is propaganda.
It is
anti-wet nurse propaganda.
It's definitely he's hating the wet nurse.
Yeah.
Also, Betsy shows up.
Yeah.
Which she's always meddling. She's back again. She does want to let them know that her cousin has shot himself and failed.
Oh man!
Wow.
She's like, got some news.
And Alexei Alexandrovich is like, that meddling bitch. Like, he's like, she is meddling inappropriately once again.
Yeah, classic. Also, by the way, as Anna has started to like come to, the distance between her and Alexei has broadened. She's like back to normal.
Yeah.
When he comes into the room, she's like, oh my, she like has to stop herself from recoiling. Like she's like, I'm over that fever.
Right.
I'm over it.
She's like, I know how I forgave you before and like how I said you were a saint. Like that was
didn't mean
not
that.
real.
Well, she's like, I still think you're disgusting. So
in a saintly way. Yeah. Yeah. So Betsy brings news. And does she also bring up Blonsky?
I think he just shows up independently, right?
Love. Okay.
he's always bopping around.
He's always bopping around.
Never at home with the kids.
He'll never be at home.
No.
He's
either
outside.
at the ballet.
in the streets.
He's
Outside.
in the streets.
In the streets and for the streets and
Yes.
of the streets, truly. But yeah, they're both like, okay, how do we fix this? They're like,
No,
they need a
exactly.
divorce. Like, our girl is dying. Like, he doesn't understand that she's one of those women who can't trifle with their feelings. They're like, he either needs to take her away or give her a divorce.
And Anna is realizing, even after this near-death experience, nothing has changed about the way that she feels about her husband.
And that's also so real.
I know.
She says, I've heard that women love people even for their vices, Anna suddenly began, but I hate him for his virtues. I cannot live with him. You understand, the look of him affects me physically.
It's so...
I get beside myself. I cannot live with him. What am I to do? I was unhappy and thought it was impossible to be more unhappy, but I could not have imagined the terrible state I live in now.
After, mind you, this is after she almost died.
After she almost died and he forgave her for everything for cheating on him. I love her. I love her.
She had a healthy baby.
No, exactly. She's like, I wish I had died before because him forgiving me is so much worse.
So then Oblonsky lobbies Alexei for a divorce. He's like, come on, just let my sister go. Just let her... And then
What happened?
Alexei is like, that actually would be so unchristian of me because it would ruin her life. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah. How do you know what would ruin her life even?
And then, yeah, I think Anna wants to see Vronsky after finding out he shot himself, but then, oh, no, Vronsky wants to come visit. And then she says, like, no, that wouldn't be good because of Alexei, I think she says.
Yeah, she's like, doesn't want to be worse even. But
And he heals
healing.
pretty fast.
For a wound to the heart. I'm like, come on.
Yeah. And he's, like, about to go on some trip to go somewhere. And he wants to see Anna on his way. When he finds out that she's alive, he's like, oh my God. And then goes to visit her. And they're like, let's go to Italy.
She goes, you
Basically.
possess me and I am yours. She finally got out, pressing his hand to her breast. It had to be so. As long as we live, it must be so. I know it now. It's true. So earlier in the section, he was like, you're a flower I plucked and the beauty is gone.
But now that she's lost the baby weight, they both
No,
didn't
exactly.
die.
No,
He's like,
she
you know
got a
what?
pixie cut.
Yeah.
And
No,
he's like,
exactly.
They're off to Italy.
yeah, he's like, let's go to Italy for your health. And she's like, let's go.
They're off to Italy with her pixie cut. That's such a trope.
She leaves her baby at home.
Right.
First. Oh my God.
A month later, Alexei Alexandrovich was left alone in his apartment with his son, and Anna went abroad with Vronsky without obtaining a divorce and resolutely abandoning the idea. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the end of part 4. What a section.
My
What a section.
goodness.
Emma, tag yourself.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm what's it called? Levin's half brother at the dinner party being like, what got into the stack? Why is he so happy?
Why is he in such a good mood?
Right.
Yeah,
He's great.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Real.
Okay, Leah, who tag yourself?
Oh, in this section?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Vronsky. I'm not. Actually,
But you would
maybe
try
let
to
me-
kill yourself
let
in
me not-
this.
Let me not go there.
Right. Do you have good aim? I hope not.
No. Luckily, and I have horrible aim, so no, that too. No, okay. I'll cut that, but or maybe not.
I don't
know. Who else am I in this section? You know what? I'm Levin. I'm also Levin.
Oh my gosh, say that.
And you know what? You know how I feel about him. But like in this section when he's like so happy and floating on air when he's in love, like you know, love gives you
wins.
wings.
Yeah,
Love
it
wins.
really does.
It's so beautiful.
It
So
really does.
I found so much of it so relatable. Like when something good happens and you're like, I can't die tonight anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna
Suicide
yeah.
postponed.
No, exactly. The death I thought was coming.
Suicide postponed.
I'm pushing it
Crazy.
back. Like,
That's funny.
What about you?
I am gonna switch it up this time, okay?
ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
No more Levin.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Good.
There is one guy at the dinner, and I forget his name. Is it? I think it's the one that Levin says is useless. I think it's Tervatskin. Tervatskin.
Oh, the one who wishes he made the old prince's joke.
I'm Tervatskin, and I'm gonna tell you why. There's a point at which, oh yes, it says, everybody laughed at Sergei Ivanovich's pills, Tervatskin especially loudly and gaily, having at last been granted that something funny, which was all he was waiting for as he listened to the conversation.
Honestly, that's real.
That's
so
me as
real.
hell.
That is so
I'm always
real.
waiting to laugh.
I just
ready.
want to laugh.
I'm ready.
And at a dinner party to laugh.
Oh my
what?
God.
Oh my God, what's
It's
better?
the little things.
It's the little things. It really is the little things.
Like, we can have a little political debate, but don't make it
Right.
too long.
No.
Let's keep it tight and let's have a laugh.
How about some levity? Okay, Emma, we also do this little thing where we take down tiny Nabokov questions.
Okay.
The origin of this is that Nabokov would give really annoying final exam questions where he'd be like, what color is so-and-so's dress?
Oh God.
And then students would have to like write a whole piece about an essay about it. So we have a couple of little questions for you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And no pressure, and you can have some for us as well.
I'm
okay.
tapped in.
I have one.
Oh yeah, are you ready?
Name one of the foods that were at the dinner party.
Roast beef.
The pièce de résistance.
Duh.
Say that. Say that.
amazing.
Asparagus?
Ooh,
Come
the
on.
asparagus.
I love asparagus.
Yeah.
The mushrooms? Who could
Yes!
forget?
Slippery
The slippery
mushrooms.
mushrooms.
Disobedient, slippery mushrooms.
Yeah.
The slippery mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one as well. We've talked about it, so it's a little easy. But what did Levin kill before he came back to the city?
A bear.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Any other ones?
I do have one more, but I just need to double check what the answer is.
And that's important as well.
Oh, can I ask one?
Yeah.
What's the name of the man who defended women during the dinner party conversation?
Pestov.
Close. Yeah, it's
Pestov.
yeah.
Pestov?
Sarov, right?
Petsov. Is it Petsov?
Petsov? Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah.
But I know
that's right. Yeah.
And the Slavicists in the comments,
Sorry,
come for
divas.
us. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
We tried.
We really do.
Oh, what is it?
What's the name of the ballerina that Oblonsky's
Ooh,
obsessed with?
that's such a good one.
It starts with an M,
Yeah.
but I can't.
Masha?
I was gonna ask
Yes.
Masha. Yeah.
It's Masha. Masha is hell.
Okay.
Oh, and what does he give her as a gift?
Oh, the necklace.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
wait.
close reading. Hello.
The way we're flying
Locked
through
in,
this
locked
exam.
in.
Okay, one more. After he shoots himself, Vronsky's on the floor. He's looking at the waste paper basket, and he's looking at a rug. What animal print was this rug?
Oh.
Or not animal skin was this rug?
Oh, this is amazing. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Tiger skin rug.
Oh.
That's so him.
That's a
love him.
Russian.
It's,
Yeah.
It's giving
Yeah.
that.
It feels right.
It's, yeah.
Oh my god. This is so much fun.
Wow. What a time.
This
Wow,
was
what
so
a great
fun.
novel. I mean, banger.
No, it is a banger.
Like, you have the laughs, you have comedy, you have romance, you have
Tears.
tears,
He
you have
does it
drama.
all. You have near death experiences twice in
You have
one
divorce.
chapter. You have conversions.
Back
Like,
to
yes.
back. Also, the parallel of Levin thinking the whole time that he's gonna die.
that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. And
Like,
then Anna.
Anna and Vronsky are the ones who are like actually
Almost dying.
Yes,
dying.
there's a reversal, if you will.
Yes.
No, the
Yes.
fates. The fates are suddenly
Switched.
Exactly. He was so sad before, and seems like
And why are love and death in such tension in this novel?
Because Levin's always like,
No,
think,
no,
oh,
you
love
wanted-
and death.
No, you wanted to talk badly about Levin again. Enough.
Oh my
Enough.
god.
But you know what? Levin death are also intense.
Yeah, no, they're in a relationship for
Yeah.
sure. Also,
But love and death, yeah.
That is interesting. Well, a wise person once told me that the opposite of love is not hate, but it's fear. And what we fear most than death.
wow, guys.
Sit with that.
Yeah, no.
Thank you all so much for tuning in.
Thank
was
you
so much
guys.
fun.
Oh, thank you, Emma.
We love you so much.
Oh my gosh, I
Could
love
not
you
be
guys
better.
so
Love
much.
you. Okay, we're doing hugs. Now you asked for consent.